Don't attack him first. Dang. Shut up. It's streaming again.
Previously, in the world of Galamora.
Give me the bad ones first.
Alright, this is a pretty bad one. He points at the damage report and says, based on our estimates, we've lost about 2/3 of the resurgent energy. It seems we weren't able to get any of it back, just because that stone was recovered. So, we've got some bad news for the public in the coming days. We're going to figure out how to handle the energy crisis that'll be going on. Cynade, you know that cube you're working with?
Yep, my cube.
Yeah, you might want to come quickly, all of you. Now. Like, right now. And there seems to be a child just chilling out in front of it, and there's like 2 dwarven engineers who are just kind of standing around him with a nervous posture.
It is but you, Johnathan.
Huh?
What?
I'll look at Cynade, I'll look at John, like, how many of them do you have?
Like, goes to the young boy and just, checks him if he's, like, injured or something.
You take a step towards him, and he immediately says, "Don't come any closer than that, alright?"
What?
I don't know what that Johnathan is like, but this one isn't particularly trusting.
How old are you, then?
Same age as him. Even though, when he says that, he looks to just be a 10-year-old. But, like, Jonathan's in, like, his 20s. Early 20s.
Maybe we can do something about this and get a stone at the same time.
I think our problems are mutual. As long as you take that stone away from him, you'll be solving everyone's problems. You see kind of a collection of tents and a few, like, children dressed in very similar garb as the young Johnathan. And they're all kind of looking at Cynade in, like, bewilderment. And they're all, like, the same height and look to be about 10 years old each. What were you thinking? You brought them here? Straight to us. You know who they must be, right? And you hear Johnathan go like, "Hey, listen. Like, do you have any better plan? How long have we all been stuck here? Alright, don't you want to go home?" It's like, this is our home, alright? There's nothing else. There's no way back. He says, but, look. They're here right now. There is a way back, alright? Did you know anybody who was really powerful back in your world? You all said you know a guy named Elric?
Yes.
What's he like?
Sorry.
Well.
Sorry. Well, let me tell you how the fucker kisses.
Ooh.
How the
I
heck
see
are you alive?
I could say the same thing about you.
You're Levos.
Yeah?
Yes, I'm Lavos. This door here. You just gotta open it, and you can go in. Easy peasy. No need
What
to
if we
thank me.
take it with us? Would allow us to open other paths.
Zendil.
Great question. No, this is the kind of door that just seals off a wall. Although I like where your head's at.
Damn.
By the way, you ever is that wizard still chilling out in Vestia? Did he ever manage to clean his fingernails? I have to know. Yeah, there's like some handwritten books on there.
Can I attempt to read it?
Yes.
Yes.
It is complete gibberish.
Hocus Crocus! It's wonderful to see you again.
Oh, hey there.
I don't even
You?
know her name. I don't even know her name. The smile on her face just falls and she just walks out of the room. Like, I'm not even doing
No.
Brock, make
You know
Henry
what?
move the cannon.
I have a funny way of doing this, so sure, if you want to use the cannon, I'll make it real funny. You see the ghost on the other side, and he goes, "Booga booga booga." I'm a ghost as he looks down the barrel of the cannon. That thing's gone, and there's like a big hole punched in the wall behind it. Well, I'll see you all on the other side. And he just leaps down into it and immediately goes through the portal.
Previously, in the world.
One line I got was
Okay,
just
okay, we're
put your
streaming.
dick in a sausage.
Hey, everybody.
They couldn't hear me. That's funny. Haha. They heard you, but not me. Hello,
Ah-ha-ha.
everybody. Hello, chat. Hello. We got a Dane. We got a Lucky. We got a Metal Spider. We got an Alex. And we got a Steel Wolf. We got a Michaela. Or Michaela will be back. And we got a Makeshift. Damn, who's that Makeshift guy?
Damn.
Sounds like a clown.
I
Sounds
don't
like a
sounds
fucking
like a
nerd.
fucking clown.
Sounds like a total square. Who invited him?
Ah! Somebody play the fucking rimshot sound effect, please. Yeah,
Thank you.
that works. That works.
Yasha, out of all the
man.
things you have in your soundboard, you don't have that. Thank you.
It
Never
took
mind,
me a
I stand
while.
corrected.
He just
Corrected.
proved you wrong. Oh,
I
man.
stand corrected.
He stands corrected.
I have too many things on my soundboard to find anything on time.
That's very fair. That's why my rim shot usually stays like right at the front. Anyway, two quick things that I'm also going to repeat at the end of this because there'll probably be different people here at the end of this. We have a Vampire the Masquerade one shot coming up in two days. Yeah, 2 days.
Yep.
It's a Halloween special. We're gonna be playing sexy vampires or crazy vampires. I'm not exactly sure how that's gonna go down. We're gonna be playing vampires, and it's gonna be a bit
Booga
different.
booga booga.
Yeah, Booga Booga will be playing vampires. You'll want to be there, especially for my vampire, because she's mommy. So if anything, just come for mommy.
I'm playing a himbo.
Oh hell yeah, we're gonna get along. Second thing is the day after
I want
that.
is that you. Is that you,
What?
Barack Obama?
Oh my god. Barack Obama is not a himbo. We've had this conversation before. Yes, get the Simpians ready. What was I saying? Oh yeah, the day after that is the start of our villain campaign of the Path of Destruction, which is
Yay.
our bi-monthly or I don't know.
Bi-monthly, yep.
Yeah, bi-monthly villain campaign where
Twice a
I play yet
month.
again. Twice a month. Yeah, what? That thing. Where I play another mommy, an Irish mommy, an Irish tiefling mommy. So, you know, if anything, you get more reasons to simp. So, there you go. You get to see that. So there's my announcements. Makeshift, you got anything for us?
I don't know, just that maybe I should start like podcasting because words cannot describe the insanity of the pre-D&D stream talking that we do. And like this could be a show in and of itself. Oh my god.
We just do like like The Walking Dead did, and after every fucking D&D stream, we just
The 3D&D podcast.
3D. Oh my god.
Literally just record whatever the fuck happens before the D&D stream and end every podcast with, okay, we're gonna go live now.
Oh man,
Behind the
that'd be
scenes
hilarious.
of D&D.
Behind the scenes of Untold Realms, we're all just fucking crackheads.
Correct.
Oh, that's just
Okay.
a normal personality.
So
Fair enough, man. All right, Makeshift, I'm handing it over to you. Start us off, brother.
wonderful. Thank you so much. So, as you are all tumbling through that portal from the parabola going back into physical reality, as that's happening, everybody give me a D2, like flip a coin. If it's
Flip a
heads, you
coin.
succeed. If it's tails, you fail. And I'll tell you what's going on.
Here, you know
Do
what?
I
I'm
need
gonna
to roll
use the
3
best.
times?
Hold on, I'm gonna use the best D2 I've ever had. Adi, please.
That didn't work.
Heads or
Fast
tails?
forward
Pick
D2.
one. Damn it.
He said tails. All right.
Yeah, he said tails.
I'll
I went
say-
with heads.
Heads is 1, tails is 2.
I got a 2.
So 2.
Ooh.
So everybody who that was almost everybody except Mars and Shanti, or Cynade and Shanti. So everybody else,
We all
you
died.
notice. Oh, let me also roll for small Johnathan.
I don't know what I
Moss.
rolled yet. It won't tell me what I roll.
Smaller
I don't know how to do it.
Same hat, makeshift, same hat.
Yeah. Just roll, I don't know, a d4 and then divide by 2. 3.
Oh,
It's
she
odd,
put
so
she put a
you got a
D2
one.
in there.
Okay. Anyway, so everybody who got a 2, you succeed. Everybody got a 1, failed.
Oh, fuck yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
So, what you see is that as you're all tumbling through the portal, it seems like a hand that has seems like a gauntlet in like white clothing reaches through a small portal and grabs at like the sort of like collar or the clothing behind Morella's back, behind Morella, and tugs her through a portal, and almost immediately you can't see where she went. But you do notice that something grabbed her and pulled her through a portal.
Damn.
Oh, that's fun.
So we're now missing Marilla. Fuck.
Yes.
Oof. We're gonna call that one a fat oof, my dude.
And let's hope you don't make it to the final boss, because then I'll have to think of another explanation for why she's not here. So anyway,
Okay. Well, shit. I can't really say nothing. We're fucking falling, my dude.
and then after a few more moments, the light beneath you kind of brightens and brightens, and then all of a sudden, you find yourselves just kind of standing. Like, there was no falling or hitting the ground, you're just standing on the grass. Yeah, kind of near like a forest line. Nearby what seems to be a small village. If I'm not mistaken. Yes. You see kind of like a village near you, but on the horizon you quickly notice there seems to be a kind of skyline of a large city. And this city seems to be like weirdly tall. It looks like if Vestia grew like 5 times wider. And it
Oh, fuck.
looks like, yeah, it's very strange. But what's even stranger is like something about the lights throughout all of like the windows seem a little too bright. Something's kind of strange about them, but like it's hard to put your finger on it right now.
Or lights,
Who
yeah.
has actually Brock? Give me a perception check since you're the engineer here.
Okay. 17.
That's actually a pretty good perception check. You realize after a moment of looking at them that they don't resemble torchlights. In fact, they more so resemble the light given off by chemicals or energy other than combustion reactions. And it kind of resembles some like mock-ups of light emitting devices that you've seen back inside your workshop from some of the other engineers there, but scaled up quite a bit because it seems like that's the light coming from each of these rooms through the windows.
Okay.
Oh, I forgot to close my windows and somebody's blasting the Beastie Boys.
Dang. You mean the Beastie Boys isn't canon here?
Boy's always on vacation.
Okay, my window is now shut.
Okay.
Yes.
You see a local gang of centaurs jog past you, holding some musical device. Or no, they're strumming away their lutes and they're singing. Make some noise for the Beastie Boys as they go off in the distance.
Shanti watches them run by and it's just like, you know what? I didn't see it. I couldn't see it. I didn't see it. It didn't happen. Where the fuck are we?
You can't see.
More importantly, where the fuck is Morella?
Yeah. Cynade, do you know what happened to her? She just got pulled through something.
Some fucking
I have no idea.
Actually, I think I can answer that question. You see the tiny Johnathan dusting himself off a little bit. Let's see. I caught a quick glimpse of whatever that was, and it would seem, well, I think that was King Oloran grabbing her. Although,
What?
But-
how on earth he was able to detect her, I have no idea.
So this man can just reach through time and space and grab people.
He scratches at his neck nervously. Yep, that's the power that he possesses.
You
Though
think
I'm
he
not
knows
sure
we're
about
here?
time. Well, I don't know. It's hard to tell anything about him. After all, I mean, just look at that mess over there. He points over back towards the city and up towards the sky, and mostly in the area above the city, it seems there's a large storm that's just kind of hovering there. It's got like flashes of red lightning kind of crackling down and hitting a few very tall towers. And it seems rather frequent, but it's very unusual looking. It's like, that's the sort of thing that his magic can do. It's very...
Oh, fuck.
You think he's
Very
compensating for something?
Yeah. Well, he really doesn't need to compensate for much. I mean, after all, from what I understood,
Probably sadness and a lot of stuff.
yeah, there's not really many.
You're thinking about
guards
it too
from
much. I was making a small penis joke. Let's go get this fucker.
Right. Well, good news. He doesn't have too many guards in his palace, because why would he need them? He's too powerful. I guess that's kind of bad news, but, well, more bad. We do still need a way to get into the city in the first place.
Johnathan, have you ever heard of the word hubris?
Yes, I think.
Sounds delicious.
Why?
That's
Because it's a
humus,
side effect
not
of-
hubris, Asen.
That was Zendil.
Oh, fuck!
Zendil's just thinking about goddamn food again. Sorry, sorry, that was just that threw me. Shanti kind of like dusts herself off, and she crosses her arms because she's still a little pissed off from the fortress thingy and not being recognized by the frog she literally helped get together with another fucking amphibian. And she just looks. She
Is the
looks.
frog still here?
No. He went back. The hour's up.
Damn it.
She dusts herself off and she crosses her arms and she looks kind of like side eyes Johnathan, and not in like a suspicious way, more in just a she doesn't want to turn her head. Hubris is always a side effect of power. Where there is a powerful bastard, there is always a weakness.
Alright, well, that's good news. So, speaking of which, he gestures towards the city again. What kind of weakness do you think that guy has? I think he makes the storm, but I could be very wrong. Do you know
Do you
anybody
know
who can do
how
that?
old this city is?
Good question. From what I understand, it should be a few thousand years old.
To answer your question, Johnathan, I know exactly what his weakness is.
Oh? What
It's
is it?
whatever he lost in the parabola. He keeps throwing children into a fucking void. Clearly, whatever he's missing, he wants back.
He kind of like claps his hand against his fist. Actually, that's a great point. And it should be something similar to her. He points towards Cynade. Okay, that is something.
Hoot. You're right, it is something similar to her. We need to disguise her if we're gonna get through that city and into that... He kind of gestures towards the big ol' fuck-off storm in the distance. It's just like, if we need to get that far, we need to make sure that she's not seen, or else it'll cause a riot.
Yeah.
What are
from
the
what I remember-
chances that the underground of this city is similar to ours?
Please,
And I kind
God,
of
not
look
the
over
sewers
to
again.
Cynade.
More use of the sewers. This place would need plumbing.
No, please, not the shit again. It
If
was
it's
my fault
anything-
last time.
If it's anything like the ones in our universe, we will be out of sewers pretty quick. And more in... And he glances a bit in the far distance and just say, more of magical network.
I don't know too much about construction or sewage systems, but from what I understand, no, there isn't a bunch of hidden passageways underneath the city. There are very crawl spaces that you need keys to get through. A lot of them.
I'm
I
not
see.
going into a fucking crawl space. You will have to drag me kicking and screaming.
Understandable.
Wasn't going to.
Now then,
Is there a way to get a key to get into this place?
well, kind of. When you go to the gates of the main city, outsider, without citizenship, you just need to have one of the pendants that lets you in. Just kind of a small wood, it's nicely crafted, they're hard to replicate.
You
They get
just cut
updated
out.
regularly.
Yeah, you cut up.
I did.
You entered
back.
the void mode. You're back now.
Oh, nice. Hopefully it doesn't happen too much. He said, from what I understand, there's wooden pendants that you need to get. They're a bit expensive and get updated regularly, but if you're an outsider, you're going to need one to get inside.
One for all of us?
That should work. Heal with all of you. You do like you're part of a... What's your word for groups of militia?
A militia?
Big militia. One would
you-
probably be fine.
You're cutting out again.
Ah! No. Hang on.
Somebody get this man a new mic.
Done
No,
and
it's
done.
not the mic.
Done and done, brother. Done and done.
Yeah. So, okay. He says, one would probably work for all of you since you look like you're part of a military group.
Okay, thank God. How expensive are we talking? I'm sure I could use some of this gold.
It's not so much expenses, more like making sure you're not a criminal going into the city, and that's not gonna be easy.
The fuck do criminals look like in your world?
Well, anybody who's not holding one of these pendants. But
Ugh.
you see, it's a screening process. It's a lot of work from what I remember, and it's not just you go ask for one and buy it. You do have to have, well, an official inspect you, make sure you're not sick, and also, well, he points back towards Cynade. If she goes through that inspection process, we're caught.
Fair point. Is there a way to steal it?
Good question.
So you're saying we have to steal one?
Maybe. Breaking and entering is certainly... I'm not above that.
Usually I am, but
And where
take
do
it
they
to
hold
this-
these?
He looks over his shoulder and towards the nearby buildings. Probably somewhere in town. Just some government building, I guess.
And how are we supposed to tell the government buildings from the homes and inns?
Which ones are guarded and larger? They have
Fair
signs
point.
out.
That is a fair point. Does anybody know disguise self? Perhaps we can use that on Cynade. Legit, does anybody know disguise self, or am I gonna have to give her my cape?
I can do that.
Right, please
Oh,
don't.
thank God, there we go.
No.
Okay.
No.
I think Mars has it.
Alright, now that we have a plan A going on, how about plan B? Making sure we understand, is there any weakness whatsoever to, again, the God King, who is some glowing red lightning from the sky onto a massive city?
Wait, what? I don't know. Every man has a weakness between his legs. Shanti did not say that. I said that. That is Briar.
Can we simply stab him?
He said, alright, so So, how about I just backtrack and think of anything I can think of at all? If it rings a bell for you, please speak up. I need to know this guy is killable. Alright?
Alright.
Okay. So, throughout our history here, he has been, well, the tyrannical god king ruler of everything, but tyrannical isn't necessarily the most accurate word for it. In all honesty, he's actually done a pretty good job ruling everything. And the problem is, that's how he can keep a secret so well. He actually pays people very handsomely and gives them perfect lives for all of their families if they can provide any information about his past that he doesn't want public. Then he destroys all of that information wherever it is. Yeah, so
What?
the only thing anybody knows about him is his name, King Oloran. Not even his first name. Does that sound like anybody?
I mean, I don't really know most people's last names. I know like 4 people's last names, and all of them work for me.
Great. Okay, how about this? Well, generally speaking in this system, people have been known to be oppressed through, say, hunger and fear, but again, everything comes with the promise of getting a better life and the ability to get it. That's why people are so willing to stay following him. So, do you know anybody who control people's...
Oh,
Wait, what did you say? You
he's
cut out
dying.
again. Do you know anybody what?
Do you know anybody who can control people's fear?
Fear. Isn't that what the goddess of war kept sensing?
He snaps. Goddess of War? Is it sounding good? Aside from the
Yeah.
goddess parts, they're female.
Yeah, she's a female, but she kept sensing fear. That's at least what Elric told us.
Okay, so there's at least one god in your world who senses fear. And...
She kind of looks off in the distance, thinking about something.
Any for your thoughts, Cynade?
Yeah, I'm all ears.
Okay, hold on. Quick question. I'm just gonna put this in the chat. Can I use
The
this
outer
for other
gods
people
are
or only
opposed of
myself?
different things that make up, and there is the outer god of emotion, bad, and the goddess of nature gained the power from emotion, the power of fear.
So... happens. Great, even more of them.
You're getting
And one of them's the other god.
Jesus Christ.
Got-
Make sure
Let me
go
try
unplug
unplugging.
anything on the internet.
1 second. Let me quickly check something. I'll be right back, folks.
Okay.
Why does it only work when he's not trying to roleplay?
Right?
Mm-hmm.
It's like the internet's like, you're trying
It
to be
hates
a
us.
storytelling?
Okay, but hot question. The thing I put, can I use that on others or just only myself?
Only yourself.
On yourself.
Oh, yeah. Okay, shit. Because the second he was keep going about fear, I was like, wait a minute, don't I have something for that?
You do, technically, yes, but none of us are being charmed or frightened right now. What the fuck
I
is
know,
he
but I
leading
mean-
us
I
towards?
mean, like, I mean, like, use it on the village people so
No,
they don't
no.
fear to do.
Nah.
That's why I was trying to ask if I could do this on other people. That's what you're hinting at.
Hey, makeshift.
Oh.
Hold on a second. I'm gonna.
Yes.
We're gonna huddle here. What the fuck is he leading us towards?
No.
Does anybody have any fucking idea?
Jonathan?
You.
Oh, I'm just...
You're clearly pointing us towards something, and just none of us can come up with enough brain cells to figure out what you're
Oh,
fucking talking about.
This is
Other-
this is
I only have
Jonathan
two
just...
sales.
This is Jonathan asking you about any characters you've met in the past, and he's just kind
Okay.
of learning about your world. So this is just a lore moment.
I mean, she
And,
just
like-
said something that's pretty important.
Yeah, in a moment, stuff will happen. Don't worry.
Okay.
Okay.
So yeah,
So yeah,
this is
the last
testing your
thing
knowledge of characters.
I know the knowledge of characters. I'm just fucking tired, brother.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
Haha, I'm safe because I just joined in and Asim is just a dumbass. Oliver.
Okay.
Asim is like a crafty motherfucker, but he's also a dumb piece of shit, alright?
He cannot remember what he had for breakfast, let alone.
Well,
Okay, anyway, so the last thing that Cynade said was something about the outer god of emotion, and then the nature god got something from the... Wait, is the curse? That the legend curse? Is that for... Wait
The
a
curse-
fucking minute! I know
The
who
legend
it is.
curse.
I know who it is.
Yep.
I know who it is.
So
I know
it
who
is
fucking
true
Oloran
that,
is!
the legend curse does come from the goddess of nature, and she gets her power from the outer god of fear. Yeah.
I really
So-
shouldn't do anything right now because I think I know who it is.
Okay. But anyway. So where was Johnathan at? He was oh yeah. Thinking about any of the gods, and he was listening to Cynade. Okay. It's now a god of whoever
Oh
he
my
is
god,
might
it
be.
fucking hates you!
Oh my god. It's doing the thing again?
For like a split second, right when you started, it was doing the thing.
Awesome. So, he says, okay, so maybe he possesses the powers of... What's the nature god in your world?
Well, it was Leverton, but it's Elric now.
He snaps a finger and goes, Leverton, I know that name. That is the name of at least one goddess here. Okay. So perhaps they've somehow gained their power? Maybe that's how he's able to control all crop rotations? Be a good way to control
Oh.
population. Hunger.
Makeshift, can I do a bit of a roleplay moment here?
Yes, go ahead.
Oh, fuck yeah. As little Johnathan is talking, it's like, oh yeah, nature goddess, maybe it's somebody... Her eyes just kind of go wide for a second, like with absolute horror behind them, and she just starts shaking her head, and it's just like, no. No. And she just kind of like turns away and is just like clearly enraptured in her own thoughts, and she just starts chewing on her lips again. That nervous habit.
What is that face about?
Brock will kind of go to her, put a hand on her back, like, what is it? Are you
Is that
okay?
because he can't reach her shoulder?
Yeah! I'm too short!
He's a little man.
All but his hand is on the butt.
No! Dad is not touching butts! Okay. She kind of like shakes her head again and just looks over at Brock and is just like, it can't be him. No. He wouldn't do stuff like this.
Can't be who? What are you talking about?
We're talking about a different version of whoever you're thinking about. Many things are possible.
No, yeah?
Rowing children
That
into
would.
a parabola?
No.
No.
The only reason that would happen. Ah, crap.
It kind of starts clicking in Shanti's mind, the connection to Cynade, the fact that, you know...
She is kind of piecing the pieces together.
Yeah, Shanti's just like looking at her and she just shakes her head. No, it's not.
No matter
it's
what
not
I
him.
do, nothing would have been right.
It's not
would
him.
you-
Cynade, no. It's
Who's
not
it? Please.
Elric, no.
Elric?
If I stayed with him, this shit would have happened. If I left, that shit happened.
It can't be him. He wouldn't throw children into a parabola
I am
no
a
matter
screw
what
up.
happened. Cynade.
No one here is a screw up. We do not know what happened
If
to
I
him.
didn't leave him, he
if
would.
it is him.
None of this matters because it's not him. We were just talking earlier. It might have been the old king of Voirin. Maybe he took over. Maybe he's pissed because he used you against him. Maybe the Elric in this world is
Why
dead.
would he try to save me?
It's not him.
It might
Shanti.
be him.
Do you know his last name?
She kind of fumbles for a bit, trying to remember if she ever heard it, and just... Hold on. Makeshift, I need you to do something for me.
Yes.
Any chance you could send me the journals? Like, or the ones that you sketched out? Oh, wait, no, wait, is that one, like, right here? Is this... No, he
That's
doesn't have his
one of the
initials on this one, fuck!
He does. He did have
Oh,
the initials
right,
on the
hang
journal.
on. Let
Yeah,
me quickly
can
show you one that does have his initials on it.
Yeah, can you show me? Are you gonna do it on Roll20, or are you gonna DM it to me?
I'll put it into the Discord.
Okay, thank you.
What kind of NCIS investigative shit are we
And
doing?
actually, literally just before this stream, I had deleted the pages that were on Roll20 because I was like, I won't do these again. They won't open the book. And then this happens.
Sir!
He thought.
This is why you never underestimate your players.
Where did I put
Never
them?
underestimate the power of the bullshit we can make.
Exactly, never
Here they
underestimate the bullshittery of your D&D party.
Does this have? No, this one's blank. Just a moment. I'll use the legend page.
The...
'Cause I'm certain this has the initials on it.
Oh, no!
Let's see.
As she tries to, like, remember things, she just remembers kind of glancing at the journals that Cynade had in the library, and she's just like, E-O. Fuck. And she just, like, kind of rubs her face with her hands.
I presume that means Elric Oloran.
Fucking, I guess. This is ridiculous.
And tell me, did he have any weaknesses in your world? Please say
No
yes.
matter what reality I am in, I always screw up that boy's life.
Well, there's nothing you can do about it now, except...
Considering he has a fucking stone, there's a good chance that's what ruined him this far.
Exactly. I can't remember much of his weaknesses. I mean, Marilla was one of them. He practically was with her entire life. I mean,
She was
at least...
practically his adopted daughter, but
I mean, the way they acted, it might as well have been.
You mean
Okay.
the girl who got pulled through the portal?
I am.
yes.
Her. You are what, Cynade?
Logically, I am trying to figure out what would have changed to cause this, and I think I figure out the branching point.
What?
Alternate self refused to make Vestia and defied the orders of the outer gods
Huh.
and stayed with Elric and made I guess this, and then I guess the outer gods to her into the parabola as punishment for disobeying.
Okay, great. So he has mommy issues.
Like I said, the thing he lost in the parabola.
Great.
Show me. So basically me.
Yep.
Exactly.
Looks like
We
that.
might not have the original Cynade from this universe, but we have one.
And if I had to guess, whatever is on Morella when she went through that portal might have piqued his interest and he sensed her presence. Do you know if she has any connection to his magic?
No clue whatsoever.
He probably taught her some when she was young, but I cannot say for certain.
Maybe he was making sure she was safe in some way. I'm not sure.
hold that thought. A story for another time, I guess. Hide over this way. And he motions towards slightly deeper into the woods. There's some guards coming. And he scurries over towards a tree and hides behind it.
move
Shanti
into
does
the
the
woods.
same.
And hide. And
Into
I
the
kind of
woods.
gesture Betsy to be somewhat near the entrance to the woods in the trees to look out.
Jet Streaky, I assume you do the same.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Damn it, did Jet go pee again?
Yes.
Sad. You hiding in the trees with us, buddy?
I came back in the bush. Wait, what? Oh,
Go back in the bush, go back in the bush!
back in the bush. Stealth. Cheap.
The Zendil just T-poses out in the open and resembles a mushroom enough that nobody notices him there. As
I
the
mean,
guards
oozing
pass by.
spores. Why not?
So you all hide away from the nearby path, and you start to hear like the marching more clearly, and you see a group of like seems to be like 5 guards
Ooh,
with one of
only
those
5?
like children nearby, and it seems like one of those void children dressed the same as young Johnathan.
Wait,
As they
if there's
kinda,
only
like,
5,
what?
hey guys, you think we could take them on? You think they have one of those pendants?
And they also have guard uniforms.
Exactly.
They're also already walking into the edge of a small town right now.
Sad. Okay, I thought they were walking into the woods.
Nah.
Sad.
No.
Yeah,
Alright.
but there's a child with him, and yeah.
Other
Yeah.
direction.
Alright. Fine, we won't attack the guards.
No
Then
more
as they-
today.
As they kind of pass by, Johnathan whispers to the group, "Hey, you see the kid with them? Well, one of my people with them. I
Yes.
think I recognize her. From what I understand, she's some kind of strong magician, magic user. Certainly not easy to take on. But now we have the drop on them. So, do you all want to start making your way towards the unkillable God King?
Fuck yeah, let's kill him!
Murder.
Great
Let's
enthusiasm.
kill the
okay,
unkillable!
Alright.
Shanti just nods. She doesn't
Yeah.
do what I do.
And so, Johnathan kind of steps out of the bushes and beckons you all to follow.
I will do that.
Okay, let's go.
We start marching into the town.
You
We
do
all
that.
lock hands and just go, and when I wake up.
When I wake up.
The way
That's
you
beautiful. Who is that?
The way you disguised Cynade was just a cloak over her head.
No, Mars said that she had disguise self.
Word. And what do you disguise yourself as?
Please be an old goblin woman. Please be an old goblin woman.
She just got rid of the horns and changed her hair color and got rid of the tail.
Sad.
That works.
Ryer wants her goblin fantasy.
No.
No. What are you talking about?
I just think it'd be funny for Mars to be an old goblin woman.
And so you all walk your way into town. Keep in mind, you do all still have kind of that, the appearance of, like, people in uniform. So, like, you're not suspicious, but you do stand out a bit.
Oh, fuck.
So, you're not incognito mode, you know?
Sad.
So,
Sad.
you start walking your way into town, but at least you're not blaring Siren like when Cynade wasn't disguised.
That's true. Just,
So you're walking...
nobody steal anything, alright?
Yeah.
That's bread.
You all walk your way into town, and you come up to like kind of this plaza-looking area, and things are sounding kind of noisy.
Oh no.
And so, as you kind of round a corner, it seems like there's some group of people outside of like what looks to be a pretty wide building with a wide entrance, and it seems like mostly older folks, but they seem to be shouting about something. Like they don't seem happy.
Can I hear what they're shouting about?
Give me a perception check, DC 5. It won't be hard to tell.
Jeebus Christ. I forgot. God damn it. Briar, fucking keep your character sheet up, you goddamn idiot. Hold on 1 second while it loads. There we go. Perception, you said?
Yes.
Wonderful, that's a 4. So, 17.
17.
Indeed.
You hear what seems to be an old voice, and seems pretty grouchy at first, but you can discern that the content of what he's saying is something along the lines of like, "Oh, this is too much. It has to end. How many years has it gone on for? Please, just enough is enough. They have plenty." And some guard in front of him's just like, "Sir, just back away. Return to your home."
This is a Wendy's.
That energy of like,
Sir, this is a ye ol' Wendy's.
This is a wee old Wendy's.
This is Wendelins.
Shanti kind of.
Yeah.
Who am I standing next to? Am I standing next to Cynade?
Who do you feel? Who are you standing next to?
Okay, I don't know. Just somebody who I can lean over to who's not Brock. Sorry, dude. Little obvious that I'm whispering in your ear.
Roll a d4.
Yeah,
between
fucking D4.
1 Cynade, 2 Zendil, 3 Azim, and then 4 is pick.
Who was 3?
3 is Azim.
Okay, she kind of leads over to Azim a little bit. It's just like, it sounds like there's a protest. There's an old man over there saying something's gone on long enough.
Maybe a man who wishes to change things into the world. One to end the current rule.
She kind of turns back to everyone. It's just like, approach with caution. I think the mood up ahead is quite volatile.
As you're getting closer, it seems like that troop of guards from before kind of like gave a wide berth to the audience and kind of like stood behind them. But that child doesn't seem to be with them anymore. It seems like they might be in the building or something. But there's like another group of guards that seem to show up in slightly different armor. And you see the one that's at the front who's getting shouted at kind of like give this waving, swirling hand symbol. And they start to like pull away some protesters. And you hear the old guy just go like, "Oh, what are you gonna give me? A life sentence? Yeah, that's like 1 year. Fuck you."
Jesus.
And
wait, so what are we seeing? Are we in like? So like is there a protest, or is it just like 3 or 4 people getting pissy about the water supply?
There's like about 20 people, but most of them are elderly, just kind of standing around. It does look like a protest. Like that seems to be what's going on.
Okay.
But mostly elderly people, which is a little strange. Which is probably just because like the old man said, "What are you gonna do? Give me a life sentence?"
He hasn't done anything wrong. Why are they arresting him?
Maybe he knows something that they do not want to know.
She kind of looks back at little Johnathan and is just like kind of giving him a quizzical look.
Do that.
He looks up kind of grimly towards her, or towards you, and just goes, "Yeah, they're not protesting whatever you might think. They're probably protesting the children."
Good. Somebody should. Hell, I'll
But
walk
the
over there and I'll
problem is-
join them if it wasn't dangerous.
But in this world, it's normal. Children are taken at random on a regular basis. And they get, well, used for the parabola.
Doesn't matter if it's normal, it's still wrong.
Yeah, I know. I'm living proof of that. I wonder where the living proof of it, who just walked by a minute ago, has been. Can't see them in this crowd. I'm not tall enough.
And I'm guessing some children come back.
Yep. Looks like that was what was happening to some of the kids who went to the fortress. I guess that portal's a one-way street. He scratches his face.
So I'll have to find another way back.
maybe-
Right?
Maybe they've been staying for a reason? Not sure.
They probably want to know what's going on inside.
What
the
happens to the
Galamora.
kids when they come back?
If I had to guess, it might be that he snaps. Oh, wait. I remember. Well, the king holds the families, well, not hostage, but if you do manage to come back, they get a better life. You know, lab electry, all that. Same system as all the information you got.
He uses the families as collateral? This is cruelty.
Well, yeah. Not necessarily collateral if it's just they live their ordinary lives if you don't come back, and they live better lives if you do come back. But,
Children don't have the mental capacity to make deals like that.
but, after enough time inside the parabola, we aren't really children anymore.
Are you children when you do the thing, when he throws you in?
Yes.
Then at the time of the contract, or whatever is being made here, there was not enough mental capacity to make it viable. This is... You can see Shanti just, like, losing her mind over this, and is just like... This is so wrong, and she just can't even form words at this point. She rubs her face and just... She does that thing that a lot of, like... I don't know if you've ever seen, like, older women do this, but they, like, hold their elbow with one hand and then they just put their hand over their mouth with the other one when they're like grumpy. Y'all see that? Yeah, that's what she does.
Yeah.
She's clearly at the point of anger without even just there's no words at this point, and she's just shaking her head as she watches this like bullshit of a protest.
I've already decided we're gonna do something against it.
Oh, you
No
bet
need to
your
get worked
sweet
up
ass
too
I am.
much.
Alright.
Use it as motivation.
Oh, I'm
Don't do
going
something stupid.
Yes, I'm going to name my fist motivation, and it's going to clock his fucking face.
And as you're all talking, the group of protesters kind of starts to like disperse as like a few are dragged off, and the bulk just kind of like leave because they don't want to be dragged off.
Bullshit.
And then the court's kind of quiet. You can see that what they were standing in front of was like a town hall looking situation.
Ooh.
And you can see, like, among some of the guards, it seems like one of those children is, like, nearby, and you see Johnathan, he, like, kind of hides behind all of you a little bit to, like, not get noticed in the same way.
Where's my
Oh,
character
shit,
sheet?
it's...
Oh shit, is his little friend back?
Huh?
Is his little friend back? Is that what you just said?
He said, oh shit, there she is.
There who is?
He gestures towards, like, a group of 5 guards near a fountain, and you can see a shorter figure standing just behind them, and it looks like they have similar clothing to the clothing Jonathan's wearing.
Is it the one I think it is?
It might be, but their head is turned to the side.
Okay.
Okay. Are we trying to talk to her? Are we just trying to get her away from the guards? Like, what do we want from her? Would she have one of the sigils? Can we steal it off the child?
Steal from the child. So, as you're all kind of talking, they kind of glance around the area, and all of a sudden you hear like a booming voice. And they say, "You there! What are you doing?" I hope my voice acting is good enough for this character.
Oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck. Please tell me that
And
was
like
us.
the tiny figure kind of pushes past 2 of the guards, and they kind of squint and look over towards all of you.
Oh
And
fuck.
Brock, give me a perception check.
That is a 9.
This kid looks a little familiar to you. Like something about them. just
Non-visual? What
And,
is
like,
this, Brock's kid? Like, what am I?
You're like scratching your face and like, oh, what's that? They seem familiar, you know? Like, they're, like so
Kind of
familiar.
tilting
it's
head,
hard-
being like, "Do I know you?"
And so they start calling over to you like, you there. I can see that you're using a spell to disguise yourself. And she points over at Cynade.
Fuck. Somebody's gotta get Cynade out of here. Awesome, do you think you could, like... I don't know, fuck, we gotta get her out of here.
Well, pick
We
her up
can't-
and run since I'm the fastest.
I don't know!
Awesome, how fast can you go?
I have a 50 speed.
Oh, yeah, fucking scoop her
Yeah, I'm
up,
fast
run.
as fuck, boy. I'm Sonic.
Is Henry still carrying the fucking cannon? I'm asking because that would be slightly more a problem in the town.
That would be a
Why
bit
do you have a cannon? Why
conspicuous.
don't
You
No,
still
the
got
cannon has been lost to the parabola.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, 'cause it was made out of the stuff from the fortress. Never mind.
I was about to say, like, what is, like, the guard's just like, "Sir, why do you have a cannon? Why don't you have a cannon?"
Wait, does
do you
anybody
have
have
there?
pocket sand?
This movie.
Hold on.
Can anyone make a kind of gas explosion or something to, like, pocket sand? Poof! And then we all run? Like,
Smoke bomb disappear.
yeah, anybody got any smoke bombs or some shit? I don't think I do.
The whole thing I have is incense.
I have dancing lights, but
I
that
have
does
no
very
idea
little.
what you were talking about, little miss.
Okay, there we go.
The best I can think of is running, but it's also like I have to, like, you know, pick her up and run.
Yeah. And that would be like, alright, the
Yeah.
guards are gonna chase you, so, like, fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's just go with what Mars did, yeah. Whew.
Fuck, I wish Deja was here, so then, like, she could do, like, the dancey dance, distract them, and then we casually tiptoeing in our jaws away from the fucking situation.
Watch as we fail a stealth check.
Exactly. Okay.
Okay, alright. Makeshift. Mars said something, go with that.
Gotcha. And she says in response, I think you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's pretty
Fuck is this
obvious.
bitch? Who the fuck is this bitch?
She's kind of like.
Oh fuck. You know, just for some makeup,
Shanti,
a little white Russia.
Yes?
give me a perception check.
Okay.
Since I just realized something. You have good hearing.
Also, makeshift while she rolls. I have a question. What is the material of the ground? Are we talking about, like, a full, like, cobblestone ground, or is it, like, you know, slightly
Oh
dusty or earthy?
no.
It's town square, so I'll say this area's like cobblestone.
Hey,
I
makeshift.
just
Yes.
Makeshift. That's
What'd
a
you
dirty
roll?
20.
Ooh.
Ooh.
So
You can hear the
Shanti,
heartbeat.
you realize this voice sounds eerie, very familiar. So familiar, in fact, you can't quite put your finger on where you heard it. Until you realize, wait a second, that sounds like an echo. It's the only time
No.
I've heard anything like. Wait a
No.
second, is that? And like you kind of squint a bit because she's a little bit closer, and you can just barely make out what seems to be pointed ears on this kid.
You've gotta be. Oh my god, okay. Shanti, like, freezes for a hot second and just cannot comprehend what is going on in her brain right now, and then she like, not even remembering what fucking situation they're in, and just steps forward and is just enamored by this child that apparently is fucking her. Not fucking her, but it's her.
Yeah. Comma placement. It's
And
important.
she just stares at this kid for a second, just wordlessly, with like her mouth is just open a bit, just no.
As in, I think I saw your ping. Or was that Cynade?
No, that was me. So
Okay.
I still technically have that ability of changing the materiality of objects, correct?
Yes.
Would you say that the people approaching us are in a 5-foot area up together?
They are definitely not standing within the same 5-foot square. They're like spread out. But Shanti, or like small Shanti approaching you, because obviously it's Shanti, she's in like she occupies a 5-foot space.
Okay, because lads, idea. What if, hear me out, I cause a sinkhole by
No,
changing the ground?
no, that'll make us immediate
Enemy.
targets. Like,
What are you
Yeah.
talking about? It's a sinkhole. That's natural.
no,
Causes.
that's not when you
No.
just spot somebody you think is a fucking criminal.
This perfect 5-foot by 5-foot cube appeared beneath me out of nowhere.
Wow.
Yeah.
earthy
Plus,
bitch
you'd
sometimes.
probably shrink Shanti, or you'd probably get Shanti in that as well, because she's like approaching the child. She's stepped in front of Cynade at this point.
It's like, goddamn, nature be a bitch sometimes. This sinkhole up here
Or
out
just-
of nowhere
just
and
keep
killed
on
these
going
fat
forward.
guards.
And then, as you approach, this kid kind of like squints at you more and seems very confused. You see her kind of like tilt her head forward. Yes, Brock?
As Big Shanti is moving forward, I will just call him like, Shanti, what are you doing?
Shanti doesn't hear him. She's like laser focused in on, no fucking way did they toss me into a fucking parabola.
And then you hear the girl say, "Mom? Wait, why are you
Oh.
wearing that outfit?"
Oh no! She did not just
Oh.
call her mom! Oh no! Okay, hold on. Hearing, like, her own childhood voice call out for, like,
I am
Mom?
taking this time to slowly walk away.
yeah, do that, do that. Smart, that's smart. Just Shanti immediately just halts and just, like, puts her hand over her mouth again, trying to not, like, burst into tears at that, because that is just, like, the saddest fucking thing she's ever heard. And she's also now curious, is Mom alive?
So she sees you gasp and she goes, What's the problem?" That's Jonathan's voice. "What's the problem? Is something wrong?"
No! Can
what
she
are you
not
doing
see
all
either? Is her sight bad too?
Her sight's kind of bad, but like she can
Okay,
breathe.
so she's just, like, nearsighted. She's not, like, almost legally blind.
Yeah, she's not nearly as
Okay.
bad as you. She's got
Okay.
okay vision.
It kind of snaps at her head, and she just turns and looks at Brock, and just, like, he can see these tears welling in her eyes, and she's just like, That's me.
I take a
Yeah.
second look at little Shanti, realizing now why the fuck she looked familiar.
She says,
Oh,
"Yeah, Mom, that's you.
No, don't
What are
call
you
her
doing
Mom!
here?"
Don't call her Mom! Shanti kind of, like, she can't handle being called Mom, and she's just like, I'm not your mother. And she just kind of, like, steps back towards Brock and is just like, I can't
Brock
fucking handle
takes a step
this.
forward, looks at little Shanti, and just says, "I'm sorry, but that is not your mother. It seems you have mistaken her for someone." And
She-
I will take Shanti and just turn around and pull her with me.
She's kind of taken aback for a moment, but goes, "That's an odd coincidence. But all right, then She like presses her temples. Stop. I still can't let you just walk away. Wait, where you all going? And she realizes that like Cynade's
Wait a
been,
second.
like walking away slowly. Actually,
Hold on.
yes.
Big. I wanted like, oh man, she wants to know if her mom's alive in this version. Like, she wants to know. Like, as the girl's
Maybe
like
this is your
stuttering-
kid, he'll never know.
No, she wants to know. She wants to know. She turns around and is just like, wait, your mother, is she alive?
Yes, she's very much alive. I suppose it makes more sense that she wouldn't be visiting this town at this time. Although it's a very odd coincidence, I don't see many other Kalistar, especially ones that, well, sound and look exactly like my mother.
After hearing that her mom is alive at this universe, she like reaches down and grabs onto Brock's shoulder, just like needing something to ground her, and she's like, I see. Funny coincidences then, and just this like avoiding looking at this child, because it's like, damn, her mom's not in this town, she can't go see mom.
Brock will turn around one last time and just say, I am sorry for this. We lost someone that also looked eerily similar to you recently. And he will turn around and attempt to just leave.
You said recently?
Yeah, he said recently.
I'm a dwarf. That was not that long ago for me.
Okay.
Yeah, remember.
So, actually, Briar, how do you think young Shanti would process that? Well, not young, she's the same age as you, but
Well,
you know,
yeah.
as a mother.
She'd probably be like, I mean, if it's Shanti from this universe, if she like, are you asking how she'd process like her mom dying, or hearing that her mom died?
No, just hearing you two have this back and forth and be like, what are these strangers on about? Because she is kind of interested that you're also a Kalistar.
You said that
So-
she's a magic user, right?
Yeah.
Is she using the same magic I am? Because if she is, she could literally just read our minds.
Oh, that's a good point. So,
I am out of sight now because you will have been distracting the small child.
give me a stealth roll DC 7. Wow, nat 20.
Damn! Cynade is gone!
Oh wait, no, my bad. Dirty 20. But they definitely.
She's still gone!
But yeah, you dipped. You exited. And then, she's still kind of like conversing with you, still quite curious about the appearance of like probably one of the only Kalistars she's met, and it's like, so, what are you doing in this town? If somebody passed away for you recently.
She's still gripping on the, like, are you wearing your full armor?
Yes, I would.
She's gripping onto your shoulder plate, like, hard enough to where her knuckles are, like... I don't want to say her knuckles are turning white because she's already pale as fuck, but, like, that's how hard she's gripping onto the shoulder plate. And she's just avoiding looking at this child at all. And she's just trying to get away for a while.
Oh, okay. Alright.
She picks her head around the corner and it just goes. Then don't come here.
Oh, is she calling for Zendil?
Then do what's your man, Mustard Man. Mushroom man, come here.
Okay.
She whispers at him.
She kind of beckons you over. You see Cynade poking her head around the
Yes.
corner.
I walk towards her. Yes.
You do that.
Hold on.
And
I do that.
she's-
And out of character for a second. Let me just. Okay, I'm awake. There you go. Slap my face
Mushroom, and
up
we are
with my
going to need to flee this area pretty quickly. Do you have any druid magic to slow them down?
Ah. Hold on. Let me see. I wonder where my mushroom will go.
quick smack to the crotch wakes me right up too.
Oh my god.
Oh, that one?
Non-initial.
I think a spear will do. No.
No murder, please.
No, just the balls.
Oh my god.
And
The
then
future murder.
the guards behind young Shanti are kind of like, Shanti, this should be. And then she kind of like quickly shoos them back a bit and is like, whoa, just a moment. I'm a little busy right now. Just go back to the barracks. I'll be there soon. And they kind of like look around like, if you say so.
Wait,
Or,
quick question.
Actually, just be on standby. Just go over there for a minute. Yes.
I can entangle them.
Quick question. Hold on. Words are hard. Word drop. Okay. You said that little Johnathan said the way that people, like the way he has so much power is that they pay him, or he pays them handsomely for any information that could like reveal stuff.
Yes, any information about his identity, he pays very handsomely to understand the source of it so he can go destroy it.
Okay.
And then he gives them like a life of luxury to make sure they never like talk.
Quick question.
Yes.
Oh, no.
Is that a way for Shanti to get the group into the castle? Because what if she's like, hey, I've got some information King Oloran might want to hear about. Would that be a way to get her into the castle?
Yes, but do keep in mind a lot of people probably want to fake that so that they can have a life of luxury.
Okay, how would
So
I
they
like
probably have-
convince them that I'm right?
Uh,
if I tell
Okay, Zendil.
wait, hold on. If
When I tell you,
Mars, hold on.
do the thing.
Mars, hold on. If
they're
I
off to the side.
If I tell little Shanti, hey, I've got some information King Oloran might want to know about, like, she can read her mind. She can know she's telling the truth.
Yeah.
So,
They will
like,
put you in jail first. They won't take you to the.
okay, I know why
They
you're
won't take
saying
you to the
that. I
barracks.
know
They
why
won't
you're
take you to
saying
the
that.
castle.
I know why you're saying that. You don't want me to do it. But
They
you
might,
know I'm
but do-
fucking right.
Do keep in mind that young Shanti can. Doesn't that spell allow you to read like its surface level thoughts, but then also
Yeah.
more?
Certain if you hold on, let me pull up the thing again. Mars just doesn't want me to do it. So the telepathic one, the feat, which is usually what I end up using because I don't want to waste a spell slot on detect thoughts. It is. Okay, I actually have to go look at the spell because it doesn't tell me the spell shit here. Detect thoughts. Where is it?
Pretty sure it's surface level for free, but you can dig deeper with a
There it
spell
is.
save.
No, I found it.
I am going to create a distraction, Zendil.
For
Alright.
fuck's sake, can I please?
And then when
like-
they are distracted, do the thing.
This is happening on the side right now.
Okay, well, just trying to do something over here too.
Actually, I'll split the actions right now between
Here it is.
the group A and group B. Well, if you they just
Yeah, I just
okay.
found it.
Spells.
Detect
Let's
flaws.
finish this up first, then, before we go over to what Cynade's doing. Creation, you can read the thoughts of certain creatures and cast the spell as your action. On each turn until the spell ends, you can focus your mind on a creature that you can see within 30 feet of you. If the creature you choose is intelligence of 3 or lower, it doesn't speak English. To probe deeper. As an action, you can either shift your attention to another creature's thoughts, or attempt to probe deeper into the same creature's mind. To probe deeper, the target must make a wisdom saving throw. If it fails, you gain insight into its reasoning, if any, its emotional state, and something that looms large in its mind, such as something it worries over, loves or hates. If you succeed, the spell ends. So, either way, the target knows that you are probing into its mind unless you shift your attention to other creatures' thoughts. So they'll know the surface level, but they'll probably probe deeper.
Fuck, why did I have to be so smart? Alright, fine, whatever. Mars, do your shit.
Switching over to Group B, we see Cynade whispering to Zendil.
I am going to undersize myself.
Wait, sorry. Yes.
To what size yourself?
And then when they are distracted, you are going to entangle them so we can all run away.
All right. Are you ready to spell just in case?
Yay, we're gonna be fucking fugitives.
As if we weren't already.
Oh, this spell targets a 20-foot radius.
She undersky has herself.
Undisguises.
You do that, and you're still behind a building.
Lindsay walks out from the building.
You do that, and then immediately it surprises the guards who are right behind Shanti, as well as young Shanti herself. And they immediately turn their attention towards you and realize that they've been incredibly distracted by this conversation with the uncannily similar Kalishtar to themselves, and go, "Hey you, stop right there now." And they all advance towards you. I could probably just theater of the mind this.
But don't do it.
Zendil, that's your cue, buddy.
I'm casting it.
Do it then, do mushroom and do the thing, and everyone run, you fools.
Entangle.
Call me a fucking fool again.
Run, you fools.
Yeah, I was just stretching the aura, but entangle.
Zendil does a big stretch and then casts Entangle. And a large number of vines and leafy greens kind of shoot up through the cobblestone and immediately grab onto the ankles of all the guards and young Shanti as well, and plant her in place. And that is the end of the surprise round. Well, actually, yeah, that would be the end of the surprise round.
Shanti's
Run,
fucking
you
running.
fools.
She's running. She's headed
Yeah.
towards. She's
You
headed
also,
towards
it's like-
Cynade.
Also, it's like a few feet ahead of you.
Well, duh, he's fast.
He's fast.
You all bolt, and my dice landed wrong. There we go. Young Shanti tries to loose a spell in your direction. You kind of hear the magic noises from behind you, but it,
Magic whoosh.
yeah, some whoosh
Same.
noises. But it doesn't seem to hit anybody. It just kind of misses and maybe hits a building nearby. And you hear a teeny tiny Shanti cursing.
She just starts cursing in quarry, man. Now you know that's really her.
Yep, that's her.
Well, where the fuck are we running? Actually, you know what? Hold on. Where the fuck are we running?
See, I don't know if my theory is accurate, cause I don't think they recognize me.
Oh, they
I have no
definitely
idea,
did.
Jonathan, where are we going?
Good question. You're the one who started running.
Where's the barracks? They said something about barracks.
You
Also,
want
you
to
know-
wash the soldiers?
Don't you know that one is kind of blind? Of course you wouldn't recognize your physical face.
Good point.
If we want that stupid fucking symbol, there are probably some guards in the barracks that have it. At least maybe one of us could go in and grab it. Maybe I could use... fucking telekinesis or something.
I can probably get Bessie to grab it for you.
Yes, Betsy, perfect, let's go.
You do that. How do you want to, like, get back to the barracks? Because the town square, it kind of, like, envelops the town square a bit, like a semicircle. But then
I
there's
don't
just-
know, let Johnathan lead us. He
Yeah, sure.
he fucking lives here.
Somewhere in this universe. So, he says, alright, let's hope I can remember the layout of the city. Sharp right here. And he turns down an alleyway. You'll follow him?
Yes.
Fuck yeah, we follow
Yeah.
him.
Yeah. Wait,
No,
Yes,
we're
we
just
followed
gonna
Jonathan.
fucking
He
ignore
turns
him and
around
go
like-
our own way. No.
Are you following me?
Nah, I got on the fucking roof.
And then he looks over his shoulder and snaps, and an illusion of like some barrels, like some 5-foot high barrels, are like stacked on top of each other.
Fuck yeah.
Appear at the entrance to the alleyway, and you hear like the clattering of armor pass by that alley entrance.
That's our Johnny boy.
Yes, indeed.
Johnny.
All right, what do you all think? Are they gonna try and lock down the barracks immediately? Because what criminals would immediately try and break into the police station?
Exactly.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Okay, I'm saying this in like normal street voice, not asking. Okay, they're out looking for us. That means the barracks would be mostly empty of guards because
That's-
they're out searching.
That's true. He's not
Exactly.
wrong. So it would be smarter to go to the barracks, sneak in like a side window or some shit, find a pendant, and then yeet. Because if they're all out looking for Aetid in the city, then fuck it, we're doing our shit.
Exactly. So he says, "Yeah, good plan." And then he kind of keeps leading you all towards like he kind of like gives a wide berth to the area that you were all in, but loops like directly back to it after a second. And then you kind of like see what seems to be a large wide building. It's probably like the backside of one from before. And you can see what seems to be like, it seems like there's very few windows on the lower floor. There's only like one in the middle, but the walls are sloped and there's higher up windows. You could probably boost somebody up to one of the higher ones.
What? Can we just make Betsy fly in and do recon?
We can
Oh, yeah.
use Henry to.
Well,
boost
this will
them up.
probably be the place where they keep the sigils.
Henry,
Most likely.
boost me up. I want to see inside.
Yeah, fuck it, make Henry do it.
The tall robot boosts the shortest character in the party. He does that, lifting you up onto his shoulders and like kind of like pushing up onto the palms of his hands. And how tall is Henry?
Fuck. Let me look it up.
Didn't he like 7 feet or something?
Yeah, still defender.pdf because I don't think I wrote it into Roll20. Just above 6 feet.
Sad.
6 feet something.
Gotcha. You look through the upper window. He's 6 feet. Well, his arms reach was probably boosting him a little bit further to like 9
Yeah.
feet of reach, plus your dwarf height. I'd say that allows you to peek through like a window. And as you do that, you can see this right here. Wait, hang on. Come on, where's my ping tool?
That.
Yep, you can see this little bit of some beds, it looks like.
Well, they're not keeping it in this room, and I don't know where. But these seem to be sleeping places.
Hang on, let me. Since this would be. I did mimic like angles a little bit. Oh, hang on. This
He's trying his best.
reveal areas. There we go. There's a wall there. I can kind of see a staircase like over this way. Got to make like a staircase pattern here. Unrelated to the presence of an actual staircase. Yeah, you can see this.
There seems to be a staircase down. Which might be where they're keeping stuff.
How big is the window? Can we all fit through it?
It's
Like,
a
one
pretty
at a
big
time?
window.
Okay.
Yeah.
Always
I mean-
wild shape.
Yeah.
Well, just for me.
Yeah, you want to go in there rat mode?
Rat mode.
I mean, he'd be perfect for recon. You know, he just runs.
I mean,
runs
you
in
did
and
guys.
just looks for people.
You guys did mention fly. Well, I'm like, all right, can I do it? You know, let the bird do it.
Yeah, actually, it would make sense for Zendil.
I just had a thought.
What is your thought?
What is it?
Character, this isn't character.
Oh, okay. What is it, Cynade?
Yes, Cynade?
Would it have not been easier for me to pretend to be that person?
Would you have liked to end up in jail? Because that's probably where they'd put us.
Fair point.
The young Johnathan then says, and it's probably best not to try and go showing our hand too soon. Once they know you're here, there's no taking it back.
Exactly. Let's just get in, grab one of these things, and go.
Zendil, you can shapeshift into like small animals, right?
Yes. Why?
Can you and Betsy go in and explore a bit further, maybe grab one of those things?
Grab.
I'd use it.
Rat gang, rat gang, rat
Rat king, rat king.
A rat and a bird.
Let's
A
see.
rat
what I
and
have.
mechanical bird. Walk into a barracks. The barracks
Johnathan
blow
speaks up and says, actually, yeah, that's a good point. If you're a druid, you should be able to wild shape. The pendants aren't big. You might be able to carry one out if you're just, like, the size of a rat.
Are you like one of those New York rats?
Wait, how
Big.
big and how? Panther's too big. Let me try something else.
I'll be back, y'all, man. We just
Giant lizard. No. Rat gang. Rat gang.
Rat king.
Rat gang. Rat gang. I shape
Let's
shift.
go.
You shapeshift you into a rat. Now the most
No, no,
important
no,
question
wait.
of all.
Do I wait. What's
I'm looking at
VGTM?
VGTM? That sounds
What?
familiar.
Google, my friends. It is
Oh no, I think
free.
it's something else. It's Volo's Guide to Monsters. Like I chipped a cranium rat.
Oh.
Never mind. Never mind. I don't think we have that here. Like I'll go with a rat. Or a cat.
So, I'm looking at selections of rats since there's a bunch of them. The real question is, do you want to be the
Okay.
freebie rat, the sci-fi mutant rat, the giant rat holding a sword, the regular rat from Were Creatures, the same rat but a bit smaller, the familiar rat, the different colored familiar rat, which is slightly grayer, the dire rat, which has like a big spine on it, but it's just the same rat. And that's the entire
What about the
selection of rats.
Velociraptor rat?
No.
Do you want to
Okay.
be?
How big? Why is it? Do I need to be a rat specifically?
Do you want to be this rat holding a sword? It's just a stand-in. You're just gonna be a regular rat. Unless you want to be a really big rat, but then it's harder to sneak.
Look at him.
I'll be the rat holding the sword.
Look at him. He's holding a fucking sword.
Okay, my spear has become a toothpick. Let's go.
I will say yes to that because that sounds hilarious and because it is made of wood. So I'm gonna make you this rat just because why not? I can. I'm the DM.
All right.
So we're currently rat-sized. Just imagine that rat is far smaller. And let me
Kevin
give
McLeod
control.
sneaky next time.
And if Betsy is actually, if you're gonna try and say anything to Betsy, you have to roll a d4, or you have to roll to see if you can actually communicate with them. Where's the-
I mean, I'll give Betsy the command. Help the rat with the search for one of those pendants, please.
All right, you should be able to control the rat now.
But yeah,
The rat,
everything beyond
The
that.
rat. He's the rat.
What's Betsy's intelligence again?
Good question.
It should be pretty high. No, it's a 10. Okay. Average. Well, more than average for bird, but still. Humanoid levels.
All right, you are now Rat Gang, and you're inside of here. Let me reveal more of the map to you.
It's the rat gang.
You scurry
There's
into
there's
there.
no gang. There's one of us. And a bird. So I'm a infantry in a helicopter above me. Oh,
So you can see all these barracks around you, and everything in here is quiet. What do you do? You're just a small town rat living in a lonely world.
Just a small town rat
Alright.
living in a lonely hat. Not a lonely hat, bitch. She's living in a hat.
You remember that scene in Guardians of the Galaxy where Gru goes into like the center of Ego and he
Sets up the
plants a
bomb.
They you know how that was literally a Pixar movie in that scene because it was all CGI? It's like that. You're a rat just out here in the barracks on a mission.
all right. We got G-force ready. If there's 4 hamsters here, but that's just one rat.
This is our force. It's the rats.
Rat force.
Rat force.
There's just one of us. The bird. What are we looking for again?
Don't ruin my dreams, man.
Stairs.
The stairs. We're not looking. Let's not go to the closet.
So you squawk out the word stairs to the rat on the floor.
Stairs.
And as you go down those stairs, you can see what seems to be a person at the base of it, and you can see. Hang on a second. This area over here.
Where?
Please do the thingy. There we go. And you can kind of see this area down here in front of you.
Oh shit! I got rid of the rat. Oh no!
As you're looking down the staircase, there seems to be a person standing on one of these like weapons workbenches.
Bite him.
Pull out a knife. Be a New York rat. Kill him.
All right. Wait. Where'd the rat go?
Where did
Oh
the
no,
rat
where'd
go?
the rat go?
The rat disappeared. No.
Did you
Not
just
the
yeet
rat.
the rat into the abyss?
I might
Or
have
is he-
used the rat into the void or something. Give me another toothpick.
Bring the rat
Time
back.
to give you.
Bring the rat
Time
back.
to give you a new rat.
New rat.
Okay.
Rat gang,
Can
rat
I
gang.
control it? Let's see.
Rat gang.
Let me select this rat. There we go.
All right.
There you go. You're in control of them.
Okay. Dun-dun,
New rat.
dun-dun, dun-dun, dun-dun.
Netflix rat.
Da-da,
Ah,
So
Yes.
you kind of scurry your way down the stairs unnoticed. This guard doesn't seem to really pay any attention to like whatever noises
Oh,
you
yeah.
Whatever
was policy
bullshittery
towards
is
or something.
happening.
But Brock, give me a stealth check. Or no, Betsy, give me a stealth check.
I'm a rat.
All right.
You're a bird.
17.
Oh, look at that stealth lord. All right.
Surprisingly, the sound of a bird saying stairs as well as flapping down the staircase did not pique the interest of this guard. He's got bigger problems. He's probably like tinkering away with something that's kind of loud, and yeah, you see he's holding some of these like weapons, and he seems to be making adjustments, tapping it with a hammer a little bit.
Okay. I go
And
around.
Give me a perception check.
Okay. Me or the bird?
Both of you.
There's no
24.
Perception.
The bird
perception.
sees all.
The bird is
I
has
only see
expertise
14.
in perception.
And Zendil got a 14.
Yeah.
Based on your positions, I'm going to do this. So I'm going to DM Yasha what he saw. He's gonna have to figure out how to be a bird and communicate this to Rat Gang.
Oh
over there.
no.
Oh no!
Good. Speak to me, bird. Speak.
Speak
You
to
might
me, almighty
not-
feathered one.
I am the
That's
last of the
fake.
musketeers. So
Yeah, I was thinking more of the three blind
Oh
mice.
no, I saw you in the game, bang.
Wait, what?
What?
Oh my god!
What?
Bard.
Oh no!
The birds again, babe.
Oh my god.
Oh, this is.
Ah,
Oh, you can also see this area down here as well. Oh, hang on. Reveal the areas. Get back here.
reveal it to me.
You can see some stuff sitting around.
I think it's a better idea to go back here.
god!
Have vision.
Fuck!
This sounds really fun. Are you having a good time over there?
What?
Are you having a good time over there, Yasha? Definitely not hating
So-
life at all.
No, definitely
The guy
not.
kind of whistles and turns to the side. Give me a stealth check, Yasha.
23.
You blend into the background. He doesn't notice you, and he like walks over here, and he like stands here and starts working on some other. He's working on some other thing. It looks like he's sharpening that axe there, ignoring the bipedal weapon wielding rat in front of him.
Excuse me, sir. I'd like to buy some of your finest cheese.
Who's drawing these singular green pixels on the screen?
That was me.
There we go.
I actually clicked the wrong button.
Oh no.
Betsy will try to, as silently as she can, flap with her wings to get the rat's attention.
Give me a perception check, Zendil. I can spell you. Oh my god.
Perception check. Gotcha.
And then Brock, give me a stealth check. Or no, Betsy, give me a stealth check.
No! I
That's
do not
11.
see anything.
So, as you... birds are really quiet, though. I'll say that still didn't, like, catch their attention. It's a little too loud right here. But, you definitely didn't get the attention of Rat Gang over there. You can also go under this table, like, that's not a block of wood. You could, like, be under here if you want.
Must have been the wind.
God. Hold up. I can't. You said we can go under these tables, right?
It's a regular table. You could go underneath them.
Betsy will
Deal with
try
like
and go
that.
under the table to like sneak around below the tables.
You hop your way underneath it and hop across the various boxes as quietly as you can. And
And it will, like,
you're
oh,
now
one
in
second.
clear view of Zendil in rat form. Also, I'll say for flavor that in rat form, Zendil has like a tiny mushroom growing off the top of his head, because why not?
Aw.
That's right.
That's
I'm
cute.
Remy from Ratatouille. Chef.
Got a little
We-
chef hat.
Oui, ho, ho, baguette.
Oh, wee, ho, ho, give me your knees.
Now, if I climb to that guard's head, I can control him.
Please, can we do that? Can we please do that?
Okay, sorry.
Zendil, do you have something in your spells list that allows for that?
Would charm be one?
You know what?
Make yourself like Cinderella. It's like, what's in here?
What did I
Oh
miss
my
in the
God.
20 seconds that I took my
Oh
headset
my
off?
god! Oh my
Let's
god!
go to the ball.
Okay,
know
wait a
what?
minute. If Zendil could actually charm the guard
In my mind.
rat form,
In my mind, that person is a beast. Therefore,
Okay, let me look at this. Oh my god, dominate beast.
dominate.
Casting time, one action. A beast you can see
Uh-oh.
within range. You attempt to beguile a beast that you can see within range. You must succeed at a wisdom saving throw or be charmed by you for the duration. The creature is friendly. You are fighting it. Advantages of a saving throw. Well, okay. I'll say, since you're in wild shape, you can't do the verbal components of this since you don't have the feature for it.
okay,
But-
okay.
If you can find a way to get that mushroom on top of his head, I'll let you cast that. Charm
Right
person,
now,
same problem. You can't cast
Same
spells
problem.
in rat form unless you wild
Okay.
shape and then cast it. But then this one also means that they know they got casts out as well as they heard you speak a spell out loud. So, if you can get creative without you stick that mushroom on you on top of his head, yeah, sure, I'll let you cast that spell.
Can you not just chitter the spell?
I am so confused. My
Con-
mother was
confused
in my
about what?
room for 20 seconds and I missed the entire plan.
So currently, Zendil is thinking he wants to be Ratatouille and cast a spell on this guy to dominate him, and using the spell Dominate Beast, which sure, why not? And I'm saying since he's in wild shape, he can't cast spells since that's a druid feature that's higher level. But if he can get the mushroom that grows on his own rat body and like place it on top of the guard, I'll say he can cast that spell and dominate this guard. That's the
Oh my
That's the plan.
god.
Wait,
Also-
idea.
Before you move there, you might want to
was-
figure out what Betsy was trying to get your attention about.
Yeah, I was gonna
Oh,
say, I was trying to get your attention for
That's a good idea.
something. And she will slightly peck into his direction just to get his attention. Then, like,
Bitsy, what is it?
turn
Don't say
around.
Groot. What is it like?
You are incapable of using your voice as a rat. You might just make squeaking noise. Yeah, like that.
Oh my god.
And he will, like,
I'm not drunk enough for
with
this.
his beak point at the guy, specifically try to point at the right side of the guy.
Give me a perception check
side.
with advantage, Zendil.
Okay. Advantage perception. Ah!
Thank
Nice.
fuck.
So, under a bit of cloth, you can see the shimmer of what seems to be a key ring at his waist on his right side. And that seems to be what Betsy was pointing at. And then you notice these
wait,
two
he's pointing at what?
chests on the side of the room here.
Wait, what is he pointing at? The two chests?
A key ring at the waist of this guard.
Okay. That's it. He's pointing at the key on the waist. I shall get
Oh my,
Oh my god.
Nice.
that was
Good monologue.
incredible.
Fucking nice.
The inner rat monologue. I love it.
The inner
So-
It's
It's pointy
I like
toothpick in hand. What's your plan now?
it's mushroom time.
So, as you're doing that,
I stealth my way there.
Okay,
Stealth-
give me a
climbing.
stealth check.
Wait, let me check the stats of a rat. Just in case, maybe have like
Betsy will
enhanced
be
stealth.
very confused as to what the fuck he's doing. Decides
Dark
to
vision,
just
keen small.
step behind the table for a little bit, ready to try and distract the fucker if she needs to.
Okay.
Fucking dying over here.
Pair of keys. 18.
Fuck yeah.
Oh yeah. Actually, 6 starts intensifying.
18. He doesn't notice you, and as you're... Please let me do the wise roll 20 like this. Let me rotate it. As you kind of do that motion, he's using his movement to turn, and he kind of like walks back over this way towards something, and you see him like reach underneath the table here, and he's almost on like his hands and knees. It's like there's something like way in the back here that he's trying to reach, and he pulls out like what seems to be a whetstone, and he
Guard
like,
your butthole,
places
boys!
it- and then he
I'm not about to pull an Ant-Man on Thanos.
and then he he pulls it out and he like places it on this table and he starts like sharpening something.
And we just gonna brush past the fact he just said I'm not gonna pull an Ant-Man on Thanos?
Yes. The boys music starts playing. Spoilers, folks. You should watch that show.
So am I on him?
Oh god, dude, that episode traumatized me.
So he's just
Yeah.
standing here. He's just standing like right here. It's kind of hard to determine since like half a block. Actually, that's perfect. He's standing like right here, just like sharpening something. Probably a sword.
I'm climbing up on him.
You're trying to climb him?
Up his ass.
You're gonna
I'm
climb
gonna put that
on
mushroom
him.
on him.
So, in your rat form, you do a little dance as you walk up behind him, and then you grab onto like the leather of his boots. Give me a stealth check with disadvantage.
Damn it. Wait, do I wait? No, do I need to put the mushroom on his head or like just
Yeah,
anywhere?
to control his brain.
Damn it.
Has to be on his head.
Can
Do you still want to climb him?
10.
Now that you have that clarified.
Way to kill the bird grab onto Jet. Can the bird grab Jet and just put them on the guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
if
should-
we could
I'll figure that out.
communicate what the fuck he wants to do from rat to
Okay,
bird,
I do charades, right? I signal to Betsy like oh no, I'll make a sound. Fuck.
you can try and gesture me over if you want.
I try to like wave my arms so make it like fly up, grab
Puppies.
me like
As you're gesturing around, the guard they turn this way, and again they like walk a few steps, and they once again go under the table and like on like their hands and feet again, and they reach something in the back, and they kind of mumble to themselves, some like, "Oh, my back. We really got to get like some more bookshelves in here. Storing these things underneath the table is so inconvenient for me. I have to keep reaching under it. I gotta
Alright.
complain about this to HR. We need better working standards.
Wait,
down here."
HR exists in this universe?
Sure.
They're
Now
throwing
it does.
case into a fucking parabola and they have fucking HR?
Yeah. It's not a very useful
Zendil,
HR. That's why they don't have
What
bookshelves.
exactly are you gesturing? Like exact
I'm
hand
gesturing
motions.
like
Do the
Grab,
uppies hand
like-
motion.
the uppies and then they grab me
Yep,
on
kids,
his
our
head.
kids are
I'm
immune
pointing
from
my
motion violations.
Immune from OSHA violations. Oh my god.
Okay, everyone talk
Yeah, I
over
do the
Jet.
uppies and point at me and then to his head and my head, like, whatever.
Okay, hold
Hopefully
on.
they got that.
Let me just.
Once this
That's a
chunk of-
no.
Oh my god. On that note,
This shit's on his head.
does anybody want to take a quick 5-minute bathroom break or anything? Or do you
Yeah,
want to keep going?
I need to pee. This is too funny.
Alright, let's go on a quick break, everybody. Be back
Oh,
in,
God.
want to say 10 minutes? 5
Jet
minutes?
play set
5
with
minutes.
Italian music.
5
Okay,
minutes.
5 minutes, and we'll be alright. But I'll be back.
Alrighty, and we are back, and we're gonna hand it right back over to Makeshift and the Rat Gang.
Wonderful.
God.
I'm still watching stream to see this transition I heard about since it's delayed for me. Oh, there it is. There it is. He's gonna play trumpet. Okay.
Doot 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 doot.
So, continuing on with Rat Gang, Bat Trumpet, yes. You all once again see him like bend down underneath the table to grab some tool on his hands and knees, down at, you know, maybe rat height, and he then starts working on something here.
As Zendil was gesturing wildly, Betsy just turns her head, just
yes.
like, what?
I try. Can I redo the gesture? Like, just enforce
Yes.
it harder. I point myself, and then I point to his head. Bring me up there. Like that.
Let me just
You
let me
see the
just
rat
roll
kinda like-
roll that. Oh, say it.
The rat kind of like
What?
scratches at their head, and then like points up towards the other person. It makes like a flapping motion.
Yeah.
15 this time. I would say that that's good enough. Betsy looks at him, slightly confused as to why the fuck he would want that, but it's like, okay. And she will try and grab Zendil, the rat, with her -3 strength modifier.
Give me a strength check.
It's a rat! Birds can hold
It's not difficult.
rats!
Yeah, they're really light.
I have a -1 rolled.
Breaks a leg.
Oh my god.
Wait. You rolled with
What?
disadvantage there.
No, the strength check is
Wait,
with
no.
normal.
Never
Roll,
mind.
roll it. No,
You-
no, come
you
on, this
rolled
is
a
gonna be
negative
funny.
1. So
The rule of cool.
you grab onto the back of the rat, and you kind of flap around a bit. I was gonna say this is an easy check. I'll make it like a DC 2, but you rolled a -1. You flap away for a bit, but it doesn't seem to work.
Damn it. I have to do it
Sad.
myself.
Hop on his ass! Hop on his ass!
You are a fat rat.
Can I climb to this table and just leap?
Sure. Give me an acrobatics check.
You rolled so well up until this point.
Then you got the lowest possible roll. It was like an
Uh.
initiative roll from Brock.
Oof.
At
Acrobatics.
this point, we're literally a
Shit
sitcom.
rolls today, man.
So you roll as you kind of like jump and lunge towards the back of this person, and right as you're like midway through the jump, they're kind of like they like duck down again, and they like reach down for something underneath the table here, and you just like land on the table right there, and it's like, crap, there, it was down here somewhere. Where was it? I'm not sure.
No. Okay.
And then
This is-
as he
Get on his head.
Betsy
kind of
will
like it's like he's
literally
inspecting
go
two
there.
things. He's like two things are in his hands, and he's like inspecting them as he's like underneath the table. He kind of like sits back on his knees for a moment in like a almost praying pose. He's like, "Which one did I need of these again?" And he is in prime. He glances up for a moment, noticing some new figure on the table, and he goes, "What the? A rat?"
Betsy will caw.
And
Uh-oh.
immediately he looks to the side and sees a bird. Like, whoa, what the?
While he's distracted, I run for his face.
You
Right.
immediately rat sprint towards his head, and it's at the perfect height. And you take that mushroom on top of your head, and you smack it onto the top of his head.
Bravo
Grab a
6
hold
going
of some of
dark.
his hair, and like, he's like, what's going on? Oh my god, it's on my head.
It's time! The mushroom.
There's so many
Oh my
noises.
god.
So you start grabbing at his hair, and it seems like the mushroom's kind of taking hold, and you're hanging onto his hair for dear life, and like he's swinging around, but all of a sudden it feels like it's almost like you're in control of his limbs. You tug at the hair to the right, the right arm swings to the left, like this way and that way, and suddenly you're controlling him.
Yeah.
Hate this.
And then give me access to the model. The model.
Good point. I gotta move you first. And...
I was thinking of the fucking rack on top of the dude's face with fucking Dio's face. I'm like,
Jehoberu.
Oh my god.
He goes, what's going on here? What's happening? Somebody help! And then, like, immediately as he tries to like call out for help, his own hand like smacks over his mouth and covers it, and he can't seem to call out for help. You now have like a telepathic link with him, it seems. Yeah.
Yes.
You now control him. So as you look around, you hear the keys jingling on his waistband.
I grab it.
You cause him to grab his keys, and you remember there's some chests over here.
Ah, yes, human body.
Ah, yes, human body. That definitely doesn't
Then you
sound like
won't
a
have to.
cannibal.
Does anyone have tea?
But I don't
Does
have
anybody
any
have
tea.
Meanwhile, outside.
We're all just sitting there like, tea time.
They're just
I wonder what's
What's
going on.
taking them so long?
Little know. So he reaches out the key towards the chest, and it's like he drunkenly trying to unlock a car door as he's like tapping away at it, trying to get it right. And eventually it slides into place and clicks open, and the trunk swings open.
What do I see?
Inside you see what looks to be a few uniforms, but there's a divider in between them, and it looks like there's a big stack of these sort of blank shield-shaped pendants.
Yes.
Shield shape. Okay. I take all of them. Take all of that pendants.
You
And
with the free hand that's not covering the mouth. Actually, you probably don't need to cover his mouth at this point. You're like dominating his mind.
Yeah.
He grabs like 2 handfuls of the shield pendants and like holds them in his hands.
Okay. How big are uniforms? Like, are they like this cloth or?
Yeah, they're like cloth outfits for people.
Oh yeah, I'll bring that. I'll bring that too.
He drops all the shield pendants and scoops up a uniform into his hands.
Wait, I drop all the shield pendants?
Yeah, you're controlling a dude who's just holding stuff.
Betsy will fly over and will grab at least
the pendants.
Yeah, the pendants. At least.
Okay.
Hold on, how many are we? We're 6, 7.
We only need one.
Do we?
Okay.
Is Brock seeing through Betsy's eyes, or is Betsy
No.
just doing her own thing? Okay.
Betsy's doing shit on her own. I would not know what the fuck's happening inside.
Is anything in here? Like, or is it darkness? Where's the door?
Over here. Hang on a second. This is the area. This is like
It's the Hall of Pee-Pee.
small indoor shooting range.
Oh god.
I don't know where the exit is, so I'm just gonna go back upstairs and throw it on the window, I guess.
Okay. So
Yeah, but this is why
you're still
Briar
holding-
really needs to think through things.
you're still holding the
Where's the
uniform,
door,
now,
Briar?
right?
Yeah. He's holding uniform, I'm holding pendants. Several.
Okay, you're holding a pendant in your bird form. How many? Maybe like 1 for each foot, but like they're blank pendants, mind you.
Yeah, we're gonna use the guy. He's gonna give us a fucking pendant.
Okay. So you walk back up the stairs and over to the window that you came in through, and all of the party then sees some random stranger with a rat on top of his head lean out the window and toss a uniform down to all of you, as well as seeing Betsy fly out holding how many pendants do you have? Your bird.
How big are they?
They're like about the dimensions of a baseball, but like a bit not as
Yeah, that would be just one or two, maybe.
Gotcha. You bring out 2 pendants, and they seem blank, and the young Johnathan sees them and goes, "Oh, wow, that was really efficient, but these ones are blank. They need to be struck with the correct shape.
Nah.
Did you see anything inside there that could strike these pendants? Like a hammer?"
Like a
Betsy
hammer?
will look at him and be like, tools,
Like a hammer?
many.
Right there.
I see.
I'm gonna keep
Betsy will
keep
just
pinging
turn around and
it.
be like, many tools, and look at Zendil, who's already disappeared.
Dun, dun, dun.
And so you walk back down, still Ratatouille style, handling this dude. And you find on the table there seems to be a hammer, which has
Come on,
a
Chef, you can do this.
very unique impression on its face. And it seems like this is not meant for fighting. It seems more like something that's meant to strike coins.
That's
So
it.
we're a
That's
chef, we're a
it. Grab
blacksmith.
it.
Come on, little Smith, you can do this. I take the hammer.
Oh,
The
he's
rat
taking the
king.
entire fucking hammer. Okay.
Maybe you strike the coins.
I was gonna say.
You
She
grab the
brings
whole
the pendants with her, just like,
I'll bring the
Put 'em
hammer
down.
with me and I'll toss it out the window.
Oh, good idea.
All right,
So
great.
you
We
do-
now have a fucking hammer.
You do the same thing as before, and you yeet a hammer out the window, and Jonathan goes, "Oh, yeah, that works. Let's just make these quickly, I guess."
Rock, you're the
And also-
artificer. You do it.
yeah, I was gonna
Also
say
get out of
Brock.
town, because we're stealing from a government facility.
We were
I hope
doing
you
that
guys are
anyway.
having a picnic down there.
You see the rat on top. You see the Zendil rat go make that noise, and it's incoherent. But the
I
person
could
he's
speak with
standing
him.
atop. Oh,
I can speak with him. I can speak to creatures.
word. Do you want to auto translate for everybody? What happened?
Sure. I just fucking look up at him, activate my telepathic wisdom shit, and I just look at everyone, and she's like, "He says he hopes we're having a picnic down here."
Also, do you need anything else?
Yeah, we got some teeth.
Some tea. He asks if we need anything else. I'm not exactly sure what else would we need. Johnathan?
Some
Well,
biscuits.
I'm not sure, but once we're done with this, maybe don't leave that guard you're standing on top of with brain damage. It would be bad for our reputation. The guard that you're on top of, he's just like drooling and his eyes are crossed.
I know what to do. Well, since we all got our
We
shit,
should
I can
also
technically leave.
probably
No, I know.
not leave him conscious.
Yeah,
Well,
knock
I'm
him
gonna.
out.
You can just.
Who said I wasn't going to knock him out? I'm gonna make him go to
What's-
sleep.
What's the range on Dominate Beast? Beast you can see within range, concentration up to 1 minute. Okay.
Well, I'm gonna make him
So-
go to bed.
I'm just gonna
Okay, do
say
that.
Brock strikes with the fucking hammer, the pendants, and then
Would it be a good
tells.
idea to like just leave after this? By the way, like, do
So
you need anything else?
you jump off of him after tucking him into bed and singing him a rat lullaby, and you
No, I'm not touching him to bed. I turn around and then
The fart attack strikes again.
roll,
could have been a skunk. Actually, would be
roll for
easier.
damage on poison spray. It's an automatic crit because he's sleeping. Oh my god.
It's a DC save.
Okay, but it's also gonna do crit damage just because he is asleep.
Oh my god.
19
that's
poison. Are you
hilarious.
nuts? He's gonna die.
Let me see. DC save 14. I can't make this up, folks, although it sounds like something I would. He rolled a fucking 1.
Oh
So
my god!
Fucking
You-
dead.
you poison spray right up into his nostrils. Let me look at his stat block real quick. He only has 27 hit points. You dealt 19 damage, double that,
Times 2.
and then he rolled a 1 on his save, so I don't know, double it again. I think you might have just killed this man.
Oh my god. The foreign attack strikes again.
Oui, monsieur.
Oui, monsieur.
Boss. Sun never sets on the red empire.
As I fart, is it in slow mo?
The start of that music actually made me cry with laughter. Holy shit. Okay.
You see just like a fart cloud consuming the room slowly.
He's now tucked into sleep forever.
Seemingly.
He's fucking dead.
I am Rat 47.
You killed him.
And
I leaped out of the window.
you gracefully leap out of the window.
The window was where Betsy sat. You jumped at the wall, my man.
We'll just say you jumped out the correct window. As you land, do you wild shape back into your human form?
Yeah, I leap out and oh guys, all right. I've got the keys and a bit of extermination.
What was that noise inside there? Yeah, what happened? Are they alerted?
Yeah, someone was alerted for a second, and then he'll be alerted forever in the afterlife. But you know,
did you fart the guard to death again?
Did you fart on him again?
Oh, perhaps. Right there with a smile, roll my eyes, like, perhaps. You know.
Oh my god, I can't with this man.
So, oh my god.
Holy shit balls. Okay, Shanti just looks at him for a second and just goes, "Why are you like this?"
Look, we needed him unconscious. I just made it permanently unconscious.
We should probably get going quickly before they notice.
You hear from behind you a voice go, "Yes, before who notices?" And you see Child Shanti in the alley behind you with 2 guards.
What?
Fuck.
Huh?
And
Shanti turns around and looks at her child self.
City Health Inspector, of course.
Yeah, you know what?
Go,
She
like,
just turns around and looks at her. Cynade can say that.
You're gonna go like a Dr. Evil, like, me.
And now, Shanti, or young Shanti, is a bit closer and can actually make out some of the details of, Cynade, I assume you ended your disguise self a while ago?
Yes, she did.
Right? Okay.
Yeah?
And they can now clearly make out the features of a tiefling, more so than before, since they could see through the magic. And it occurs to them what you might be. And they think, oh my god, wait, you're the one we were looking for. So I can switch the map. Oh wait, I already did. What are you doing here?
I'm letting Mars have this one first.
I don't know what you think, but I am not the person you think I am.
Guard, stay alert. She walks like a bit closer to you and squints. Actually, you're right. However, that is still a problem. Any tiefling needs to be brought to the castle on suspicion of what they could be.
I know who you are. You could just read her mind.
Her eyes shoot over to you. How did you know that?
You believe her, that she's not the person you're looking for. I'm sure you're smart enough to figure it out.
And then she looks over, and she sees Johnathan after a moment, and realizes... So you came out of the parabola, didn't you?
Like I
And
said.
she starts. She's gonna attempt to do the mind reading on you, Shanti.
Oh fuck. I mean, she can. Honestly, I'm not even gonna put up a fight. I'll let her. I'm not going to fucking jail. Like, nah. I will fight you. I will win. Fuck it. Read my mind.
She looks into your mind and immediately sees the thoughts of, one, the journey from the other universe, and two, the fact that you're her alternate self. And then she's immediately just like, oh my god. Now realizing what you actually are, and says to the guards, stand down. Just back away for a moment. Like, rubs her temples.
Nervous habit, gang. Let's go.
Then if you're from another universe entirely, then you. I'll process all of that later. You there. That means you must be what I'm looking for. And she tries to read your mind, and then...
Oh, she's dead. She's fucking dead. Don't read that mind. That's a bad idea.
As she switches the spell to Cynade's mind, immediately it's like she gets tased and she like seizes up and falls backwards.
Can Shanti rush forward to catch her?
They're a bit far away, and the guard's already behind her, like...
Yeah, no, I rushed forward and catch.
No, they're too far
Don't
away.
touch me. Don't touch me. Don't fucking touch me.
So,
So the guards catch her? Sad.
the guards catch her, and one of them, they kind of like look at each other and don't really know exactly what to do, since, you know, their powerhouse just fainted next to them. Are you all just gonna like stand there?
I'm just gonna
Yeah,
look
this
at.
happens every time somebody tries to read my mind.
Is she in a coma, like a permanent coma, or what?
Are you asking me?
No, I'm asking Cynade. I mean, I'm asking Mars. Like, is she gonna wake up eventually, or is that bitch forever dead?
Did you just yeet my child self?
Yeah, because if you did, she's gonna
I mean,
be pissed at
technically
you.
her consciousness is trapped in the parabola.
Oof.
Okay, Shanti's pissed again. She turns to Cynade and she's like, "What did you just do?"
I did nothing.
Well, what just happened? She tried to read your mind.
You tried to read my mind, she tried to read my mind, and that automatically happened.
I didn't try to read your mind, I just...
The last time somebody tried to read my mind, they were coming to us for like 5 years.
Johnathan tugs on both of you and goes, hey, we can figure this
Not
out
you, the
later.
girl. She
Remember,
tried to read my mind evidently, and yeah.
said, remember, I live in the parabola. We can just go get her later. Let's leave now.
Fine. Can I... I want to try to, like, trap the guards there for a second so that we get a head start to fuck off.
Zendil, could you...
Yeah, Zendil, you do
Might
that.
wanna-
Do Entangle again, and then we'll fuck off.
That's a good idea.
Well, one more hammer for my collection.
You now have the bougie hammer.
Then cast Entangle.
You have the hammer of... What's that hammer you all want me to add from, like... It's like some staff that, like, the US has.
Oh, the hammer of Congress?
Yeah.
We're...
It's kind of
The
like that one.
housemates, the house mace.
The house
Yeah,
mace!
the house mace.
We
This
have the
one
fucking
is-
house mace! Oh my god.
So you cast Entangle,
$7 ago.
and once again, all of those guards, they get trapped in, like, roots. Their feet are held in place. And I assume you all bolt?
Yeah, fucking
Yes.
out of there. Johnathan, you gotta lead us to the fucking place where we
Yeah,
gotta
we're
go,
bowling
mate.
toward the gate.
You do that. Oh my god, you fucking murdered a guy by farting up his nostrils again. So,
Oh my god.
If I had a penny for every time Zendil
If I had
kills
a nickel
someone
for
by
every time
falling
that
on them.
happened, I'd have 2 nickels. It's not a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice, right?
I feel like it's gonna
Thank
happen
you,
more
different
times.
Yes.
Sorry to
And
steal
so-
your moment there, Yasha, but I had to say it.
Yeah. No, that was the exact thing I was trying to say.
And so you then run off. What am I getting pinged for?
Oh, she's showing off the house mace.
The
Oh,
house
yeah,
mace.
there it is.
The great house mace.
Kind of like that, but there's a minting face to it that lets you strike coins in the shape of shields. So you all run off, pendants and hammer in hand, and you get the fuck out of there.
Johnathan, do
kinda
you know where we need to go?
Away from here, and then
No
to the
shit,
castle.
Sherlock! We need to
We
go to the
also
castle,
still
then
need
lead
to
us to the
fucking-
castle.
Let's just
We
find a big
still
rock or
need-
something to strike these on.
Exactly,
Sherlock?
thank you.
Oh, wait. Brock didn't finish striking him?
No, you need time
Oh,
to strike
okay.
all of them.
Alright, fine, fuck it. Then fine, Shanti just shuts up and follows everybody. Goddamn. She's fucking
So
stupid
do
today.
you all just follow Johnathan back to the woods?
Yes.
Yes.
If that's where he's leading us, yes.
All right.
Yes.
So you all do that, and then he just kind of like looks around the woods for a bit until he finds a big rock, and he's like, "Here, this looks firm enough. Just place some of the pendants on them and aim well as you strike them."
Brock will hold his hammer. He's like, do I need to strike both sides or only one?
Just one should work.
Alright. And he will do exactly that.
So you kind of like heave the hammer behind your head and then bring it down in a nice symmetrical arc onto this little chunk of like metal in the shape of a shield. And right before it hits it, it seems like a ring of light seems to appear and kind of halt your hammer, and then leaves the impression of this sort of antler design on the face of the shield. And it's kind of nice looking, kind of ornate, but yeah, it seems it is successfully struck.
Hell yeah. I'll do the same to the second one we have.
You do that.
And I will pick up one of the pendants, take a close look at it, and be like, okay. So we have 2 of them. Who wants one?
I'll take one.
I guess just give it to me.
Okay, never mind.
And I will hand Shanti one and Cynade
okay.
the other.
I forgot we had 2. Damn it.
And he will just look at the hammer and be like, okay, now we need to get rid of this.
Johnathan says, "Easy." He grabs it and yeets it into the nearest bush. There you go.
That
It's in.
I was gonna suggest giving it to Henry.
Rest in
and melt
peace,
it down
House of
later,
Maze.
but- What? What's a house mace? Anyway, let's get going.
You'll know when you're older.
She gives her like a death glare and then just starts walking towards the castle.
You do that. Johnathan follows, walking towards the castle. I assume you're all going to keep a wide berth to this town that you just robbed.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
And maybe go the scenic route around.
Yep.
And as you're approaching the city, you kind of come up on these large walls, or you kind of get close to a bridge, and you see on the other side there's like some guards around like entrances, who seem to be like kind of just inspecting whatever people are holding. There seems to be a line for like some carts going into it, and there also seems to be like various lines of just people trying to get through. And it seems like they're just inspecting something that they're holding and letting them in. And Johnathan turns to all of you and says, "Alright, point of no return. Once we're in there, we're in the danger zone."
As long as I get to kick the shit out of this asshole, I'll be fine.
Right. Well, maybe let's not be so rash.
Highway to the danger zone.
I don't know what a highway is. But, just to go over one more time, do we know any weaknesses that Elric might have? If that
He
is his name?
bristles when he calls him that.
Sorry, King Oloran.
Well, you said
Most
he
likely
has...
me.
Cynade is
Okay.
one of them, and you said he has a stone on his forehead.
Yes.
That is probably the source of his power. If we can somehow rid him of it, he will probably be mortal again.
Knowing my alternate self, it is probably only a portion of it.
How the hell do
A
you know
portion-
your alternate self?
A portion of what, too, as well.
You see, before I had to leave, I was planning on training Elric. And
So-
making him sort of like my, you know, he was
So-
going to be my heir.
Oh.
Oh, great.
Ah, wonderful.
So if you stayed with him, you fully trained him and made him a lot more powerful than he is in our world. Plus the stone.
I wouldn't discount our Elric, but possibly.
Yes, that... Because of how powerful our Elric is why I am concerned.
A man is a man. Doesn't matter what powers he has.
Unless they're a god, then a little different.
I don't think he's a man anymore.
Fine, then he's a walking penis capable of intelligent speech. Either way, we're going to kick his ass.
I like
You
your
can't change her
enthusiasm.
mind of this, man. Like, she is set. She is pissed. And if we can't kick his ass, well, I have the thing that summons Elric, and then Elric can kick Elric's ass.
You can
Brock
summon
will
another
just
one.
look at her and be like, right,
So
you have
you could
to."
just
What if
summon
he's
him
naked?
anytime you want. Wait, what? Naked?
Naked?
Summon him without his clothes?
I have something that, if necessary, I could summon him immediately. But it opens a portal for 1 minute wherever he is, and hopefully he's not taking a shower when that happens.
And he is on your side, I'm assuming, right?
He kind of chuckles and just looks at him.
I'll take that as a yes. Now,
Good.
let's hope he's as strong as this one.
Well, he's pretty much like a son to me.
Sure, that's why. Let's just go.
And so,
Listen,
Listen, bitch. I knew him first.
if all else fails, I have.
you have to...
Some tricks up my sleeve, but I don't want it to go that far, but you might have to calm me down.
Alright, noted.
Let's
Anybody
go,
here
let's go,
know
let's go,
calm
let's go, let's go, let's go.
emotions?
I know calm emotions.
That'll do. Alright, everybody. One foot in front of the other. Let's get walking. And I assume you're all good to go into the city
Yeah.
now?
Oh, hell yeah.
Yes.
We're good.
Yes.
Alright, you all start walking. You manage to cross the bridge quite easily. You just show the pendant and they're like, okay, yeah, head on in. It's the authentic thing. And you make your way past into the city. This does look similar to Vestia, but it's hard to explain. It's like, it's almost got a slightly different aesthetic, kind of like the old Selenoris you saw in that flashback. But at the same time, the city is so much vaster than anything you've seen before. The walls are massive, the buildings seem so much newer and well built, and many of them are much taller than even the Capitol building inside of Vestia. This is like the biggest city you've ever seen, and like larger than any of you've imagined before.
This is impressive.
And as you're kind of like walking along
Wow.
one sidewalk, and you see a lot of carriages passing by you, you notice that there's these kind of stations near the corners of streets where people seem to be like standing at them, or they're attached to the buildings, but they're at like street corners.
Ah, okay.
And people seem to be going up to them and like touching something, and then like walking into the corner of the building. And as you get like within view, you can see that when they touch something next to the wall, it seems like a portal opens up in front of them, and they just step through it.
Portal magic.
And it looks like they're just stepping through to like more of the city, but they are just casually opening up portals and like walking straight through.
This is a lot more advanced than I thought.
Brock will literally just look around and be like, "Ah."
Oh, he's in his element. He's happy.
Yeah, this is...
He literally has to restrain himself not to touch one of those things.
Do you want to touch one of those things?
He wants to, but he knows it's a bad fucking idea to just touch portals that are, you don't know where the fuck they're going to go. But actually, he would try and at least look at it and figure out what exactly they're using to open the portals.
You kind of get a little bit closer to it, and it seems like a pretty nicely designed gateway. Like it's probably taking up... It seems like the portion above it is probably like not actually part of the building. It seems dedicated to the gate itself. But the control panel itself just seems to be like a sort of map, and with various like points on it that seem to glow a little bit. It looks kind of like the layout of a circular city, with like streets in a grid pattern.
Is it a fucking teleportation device? Is this motherfucker the magical subway?
I don't know. We'll find out.
Rock, find out if this bitch is the magical subway. And not the cool restaurant.
You hear the young Johnathan speak up and say,
Received Jared from Subway.
Oh
and he says, "Oh, is this unusual for all of you? Don't you have
bit.
portals back where you're from?"
We
Yes,
have
but they're
portals,
advanced
but not
magic.
this readily available.
Right.
Oh, yes. Here in the city of Calrex, so close by where, well, the king resides, the ability to use portals is far easier due to his magic. So, here you can actually just teleport between various landmarks inside the city, given that you're using one of these portals here. So, yeah, pretty convenient, huh?
Rock, you cannot steal anything and bring it back so you can figure out how it works.
But I want to.
I kind of doubt that this would be stealable. If I'm not mistaken, the technology is built into most of this wall here. It would take quite a bit of force to pry it out. And he
Brock
walks
will
up to the
look at
device.
little Johnathan and just look so disappointed.
Aw.
He goes over the device and like he presses one of the spots on it, and after like a brief moment of waiting, a portal opens up with a kind of square shape to it, and it just shows like lighting coming from a different angle from like a different street corner somewhere else, and people are like walking by and going about their day. And he says, like I said, not everything about living under the king was tyrannical. In fact, life is actually pretty good in a lot of ways. Aside
Except
from
for the fact that he takes children and tosses them into a parabola, but that's neither here nor there.
that, also, you might want to keep that opinion down. We are in a city controlled by his magic. And above you, the lightning is still crackling down onto like the really tall buildings near the center of the city. That's pretty far away at this point.
She huffs a bit and just crosses her arms.
And then Johnathan steps through the portal and says, let's take the fast pass over to, well, him.
Brock will look at him, looking at us, and just say, okay. And walk through.
Fine. If Brock walks through, then Shanti kind of groans a bit and walks through behind him.
You do that.
Well, time to meet my other nightmare.
You do that, and you exit out onto a nearby street corner, and it seems you're far closer to like a very tall central building that you only saw in the distance before. Now that lightning seems to be like directly above you, striking the top of this building. And like you're like right next door to what's probably the place he's staying at.
So how do we get inside?
Johnathan looks over his shoulder. Like I said, you don't need guards if you're as powerful as him. You just walk in the front door. It's actually mostly an office building. And he starts walking towards it.
Follow him.
You do that.
Zendil and Asim, y'all followed, right? Y'all aren't just standing somewhere in the fucking woods picking your noses?
No,
Yeah,
fucking,
yeah.
I'm
You
fucking
all-
following.
Do you all follow through?
Yes.
Yes.
Alright. Separating. And then, like, as you get closer, it just seems to be like an office space for the most part. Like, people are kind of going in and out the bottom of this building. But as you kind of, like, get inside, again, seems pretty straightforward. It must be some sort of, like, public service type situation, because there's a lot of people waiting in lines and seemingly a lot of clerks assisting with people. It's a pretty nice environment. Very large building. Johnathan kind of walks you towards, like an elevator. Actually, your characters would not know what an elevator is.
No, we would not. We would not know what he was walking us towards.
Your characters, or he leads you towards this, like, wall with some buttons next to it, and he presses one of them, waits.
What are you doing?
Huh? Oh, this will take us up a few floors.
How?
Oh, he points up towards the area above it, and you can see a little higher than
It's
the wall.
amazing how one thing can change an entire future.
Yeah. So, there's a bunch of mechanisms inside these, like ropes and pulleys. They basically just lower a box to you, and you step inside, and it brings you up.
Oh. We use something similar for transporting mining material down, but I've never seen something this compact for people.
Do you think we could make something similar?
And he will kind of stroke his beard and say, we could, but I would need to see how they power it.
Fair point.
Well then, everybody inside. Some doors kind of open up, and you see a man in uniform standing inside of it. He's holding like a lever nearby it, and he's like, "Which floor?"
Fucking Johnathan, that's you, buddy. We don't know.
Oh yeah. He steps inside and he holds up a pendant and says, "As high up as you can go, please." He looks down at the pendant and raises an eyebrow and goes, "Oh, all right. City officials. All right, everybody in." And he gives you all a come here motion with his hand.
Shanti goes in and just stands in the corner, feeling a bit claustrophobic.
Yeah. But like the area above you is also.
She looks like she is thinking heavily.
Brock will kind of do this similar as Shanti, where he's very much against going into something like this, but still steps over and just scurries to the side. Because this reminds him of the mines.
Hey, traumatized gang, let's go!
You all step into the. I assume you all step into it, right?
Zendil, awesome.
Yes.
Y'all getting in the
Yes, I do.
elevator? Okay.
Yeah, we're getting an elevator.
Yes.
You all step in, and the door is shut in front of you as like the guy in uniform seems to be doing some sort of like he's pulling a few levers and making things move. So as
okay,
he shuts the
how
door,
long? Yeah.
oh, he like
No.
pulls the lever to the right, and it kind of starts moving up.
Oh,
Okay.
lever crank.
Wrong
It's on.
Thank you. Thank you.
Perfect.
And as you're slowly climbing the floors at a pretty steady clip, but faster than a staircase, you see like other floors pass by you with like a wall that appears, but then you see through the gridded part, you can see people going about various tasks inside, mostly just paperwork and people moving around. You can pass by one room that seems to be kind of a terrarium or like an indoor garden. But that quickly passes by as well. And eventually, he kind of turns the lever back towards the center, and it slows to a halt. And he says, "All right, that's as high as that pendant will get you. Everybody out." And the doors swing open as he pulls another lever.
Are we on the terrarium level?
You're like one floor above it.
Okay. Shanti steps out and takes a deep breath, and it's just like...
Brock will quickly get out of the elevator himself and just be like, God. Floor.
I don't like that either. Did everybody else get out?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes, you're out.
I'm not the FK in an elevator.
Also, the guy in the elevator just like sits there and starts eating a sandwich. And goes like, "Yeah, I'm not moving this thing. I'm a union worker." And he just chills there for a while.
He's not moving what
Because
thing? I blinked for like 2 seconds.
He's a union worker for the elevator, so
Oh,
he's
okay.
not going to move it until he's done with this break.
Wait, so he's on a break? Did he leave the elevator? If he's on a break?
And he's just sitting there for
Oh.
the sandwich.
Can we make Zendil mind control him and take us all the way up again?
Shut up, rat on his head.
Sadly, it's a 4th level spell.
Fuck, and I'm guessing you only have one 4th level
We
slot.
can't just use rats for everything.
But I wanna! Alright. Well, we gotta go find another way to get up. Is there a staircase? Johnathan, is there a staircase?
Yeah, it's usually right next to the elevator. He just kind of walks to the side and like goes up staircase.
I follow him. Fucking... We'll climb the rest of the way if we gotta.
His teeny tiny little legs take him up another floor. And then as you reach the top of this staircase, it seems there's kind of there's like this new door in front of you with like a lot of it's like a barred off area and the door is made of metal. You can see through it, but like it kind of looks like you need something to open it, and the door's lock position seems like it has one of those shield pendants on it.
Put the pendant in it, see if it works.
You do that, and it unlocks the door.
Fuck yeah, let's go! Shanti kind of looks a little proud of herself and continues to walk up the stairs.
You all enter through that door, and now the halls are very quiet and also much smaller than before. This building seemed really wide, but it seems like as you look down this hall, you kind of see both ends of where this floor is. And it seems like it's getting to maybe its last 2 floors. And you see Johnathan getting a lot more nervous.
To quote the great Han Solo, I've got a bad feeling about this.
This is where the fun begins.
Alright, everybody.
It's unfair.
Anybody have a plan? Because I don't know what we're going to do.
Kill them. Kill them all.
I agree with him. Let's
The
just kill
women
him.
and children too.
No, not that.
How many? What's in front of us again? Like
It's like a very quiet hallway.
no, but we don't see anyone, right?
Yeah, it's just an empty hallway at this point. And there's
could
just
stealth our
more
way in.
stairs to your side.
Yeah.
I could stealth away.
She is kind of just rubbing her forehead and her temples in size of it.
Why don't we let
Brock
Cynade go first?
will look at the group and ask, okay, who wants to be big?
Do it on Asin. He can hit a lot. That sword can do some serious damage.
Okay, hold on. What you
You
said
guys
is
stay
hit a
here.
lot. I'm the one with the lowest
I will go
health.
ahead.
No, I want to go with you. I want to hit him.
You want to try and do this alone, Cynade?
That's a bad idea.
I go alone,
How about I
Cynade.
go with-
and it will be less suspicious.
Cynade, no. That is dangerous. What if he knows you're not who he's looking for and he just kills you? Or tries to?
Do you think? The worst that happens is I come back in the parabola and you come get me.
Cynade,
The worst
we're
that
not letting you
happens
do
is
this alone.
Die.
Asin just casually walks in.
Well, it seems no matter what path I take, I end up sucking up Elric.
Cynade, for God's sakes, quit beating yourself up about something you
See, I
can't
need to
change.
fix another one of my mistakes.
Cynade,
You
this
don't have
isn't
to
your
fix
mistake.
It alone.
And he's right. You don't have to fix it alone.
As you're all talking, you hear some like
What choice do I have?
you hear some footsteps coming from down the hall, and it sounds like maybe heels clicking. And an elf kind of like walks around the corner and is like walking a bit quickly, and it seems like they're reading something off of a clipboard. And they glance up, see you for a moment, then glance back down at the clipboard as they keep on walking. And as they get closer, they kind of like slow down for a bit as they continue to kind of like move across the hall and say like, pardon, all of you, quick question, do you have the time on you? By any chance?
Shoot. I can't see the sun. Brock, do you know what time it is?
Can I see it?
I see everybody else forgot their watches today too. Awesome. Well, you know, Mondays. Anyway. And she keeps walking a little bit more and then pauses like, oh, by the way, have any of you seen the king around? He's been a little bit odd recently. Do you know if he's been sleeping well?
No, we
Beats
haven't seen
me.
him personally.
Oh, well, maybe if he's feeling under the weather, maybe best not to bother him with anything, but I don't know, just seemed to be talking to me a little strangely recently. Well, anyway.
Wait, how
I've gotta get back
strange?
to things. Oh, just he's been like introducing himself. I'm not sure why. I guess I already know him. I've worked here for a while, but anyway.
Odd.
I'll have to be on my way.
Good day.
Bye. And she keeps walking, and you hear her heels kind of click against the floor as she keeps walking down the hall.
Going to guess
Also hear
that
like a door shut somewhere.
I'm going to guess that maybe that way is where the king is.
Johnathan speaks up and says, "That's probably just an office. He's on the top floor."
Why do
He has a
people have
pretty
so
nice
many
balcony.
floors?
Well, there's just 3 that you can access with that pendant, and he's at the top 3rd. And because he probably likes a view.
Guildhall only has 2 floors, but whatever. It's just mumbling to herself at this point. She doesn't like this man. Listen, Cynade, you're not going to do this alone. And it's like I said in the woods after we fought the war goddess. You can yell at me, you can cuss at me. I'm not letting you do this alone, especially not after seeing my younger self. My younger alternate self. Either way, I'm going to see this man with you, and you cannot do anything about it. Clear?
I have come to a conclusion.
And what's that?
Now that I know, there is an alternative me. I fear there is much more danger than I thought there was.
Well, are we going to stand here
Did
brooding
you
about it?
feel something watching us?
That's just me.
Good.
Oh, sorry.
In the problem.
Well, he can watch all he likes, and she just sticks up both of her middle fingers and just spins around. As if
In the
looking at
parabola,
something.
did you feel something watching us, not him?
Oh, in the parabola. The sentiment still
And-
stands.
As you're all talking, you can hear the heel clicks of the elf from before start to like walk back in the same direction that they came from, or walk back in the direction they went to. Shanti, give me a perception check.
Fuck yeah, hearing. You make me do a perception check after I put my dice away, god damn it. Great, now I gotta search in the dark for my fucking D20. There it is. Doot, 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 doot. I have perception, right?
Yes.
Let's go,
Take a
that's a
D20.
nat fucking 20, that's give me that 24, baby!
Ooh. As you hear the walking, you can also hear somebody else walking alongside them, but they aren't wearing heels. It's a duller stepping noise.
Like boots, or like sandals? Like what are we talking dull stepping noise?
Yeah, like boots. And as she's about to round the corner, mind you, that corner is only like 10 feet away. This one's much closer than the other one. That was like the other side of the hall.
Yeah.
So she's like rounding the corner in a moment, and you hear somebody else walking with her.
You see Shanti's ears kind of wiggle just a little bit, and she turns to look at the corner, and she's like, she's not alone this time.
Well, let's get moving.
And then you can hear kind of mumbling something is like right as she then rounds the corner and she's like looking to her side at something. And she's like, "Oh yeah, I was just on my way to go visit you in a moment. How have you been?" And from around the corner, you see this kind of like taller figure. He's wearing all white, but it's a similar uniform to the one that she's wearing. She's also in uniform, by the way. But he has a large cap on, so you can't really like see the top half of his face too well. And he like says something in response to her, but you can't quite make it out. It's just kind of like a.
So she can't hear his voice then.
Yeah, he just mumbles something like, "Oh yeah,
Shit.
that's fine."
Sad.
And they keep walking a bit closer to both of you. And then
It's too late for that.
as they're only like a few feet away, she's just like, "Well, anyway, glad I got that paperwork to you. So I'll be seeing you around." And you he says in response to her, "Thank you. Just I'll be in touch. I need to take care of something."
Does she recognize that voice?
Yes, everybody except Azim immediately recognizes that voice.
Shanti fucking bristles, and just her eyes widen, and she looks at this man. And she knows that's his voice. She knows it's his voice, but she can't tell with that fucking cap on. But she is staring daggers, and if this is who she fucking thinks she is, she's gonna smack him.
And so the elf kind of like walks away, and you see like the figure their hat seems like turned to the side and point towards her, almost like he's looking at her. And he's just silent for a moment as she like keeps walking down the hall until he hears the doorway close. And then he turns back towards you and quickly takes off his cap, and immediately you recognize Elric. And he goes, "Hey everybody, how you doing?"
Oh! Can I please makeshift, can I smack him? Can I please walk up to him and backhand him?
If you think Shanti would do that,
she would.
then...
Overcome with emotion? This is that fucking mountain mama attitude. This is from her fucking deep-ass, heart-ass motherfucker. She would smack the shit out of this man for disrespecting her man's legacy, for fucking throwing her kid self into a fucking parabola, for throwing kid Johnathan, for fucking this whole city up. She wants to smack the shit out of this man.
Okay, go for it. Remember, he did just very casually wait for the office worker to be out of sight and out of hearing range, and immediately take off his cap and say, "Hey guys."
Do I look like I give a fuck? I want to backhand this man.
Okay, go for it. Give me an attack roll.
Brock, if you want to fucking stop me, try to. But I'm gonna fucking smack him. Where's my D20?
I am just glad that I have Vortex Warp and I can literally teleport you away from him after you're done.
I'm thinking about stopping you, but I'm also thinking, should I?
Oh, look, Assam actually has impulse control. This bitch hasn't slept yet. She's fucking pissed.
Yeah.
So, you see Elric in uniform say to all of you, "Hey guys." And then Shanti immediately walks over to him and makes an attack roll.
Okay, unarmed strike. I gotta find where my unarmed strike is. God damn it, I didn't put it in my attacks. Fuck.
Do you have a strength modifier?
And proficiency.
Oh! It's -1.
So you won't do damage, but it will still hit him.
I don't want to do damage. I just want to shock him.
Okay. Then I can just say you do.
Okay, perfect. I don't want to do damage. I don't want to do any damage. I just want to shock him. I want him to know I'm pissed!
It's more like a disrespect kind of slap, more than like, you know, like you actually wanting to like beat the fuck out of him.
It's like the slap people give people when they're about to start a like sword duel with a glove, you know?
How dare you disrespect me and I...
Exactly! How dare you? This is like pissed immigrant mama. This is how it is.
So you walk over to him, slap him. Do you want to be a hard slap or like a slight slap?
I mean, I want to shock him.
Okay,
I want it to be like Will Smith absolutely decking Chris Rock or whatever his name was.
Okay, yeah. Hard slap. So you walk over to him after he says that. He gives you like a raised eyebrow look as you get closer to him. You slap the fuck out of him, and he reels back and adjusts one of his feet to like catch himself. And eyes wide, he just kind of like looks at you a bit surprised and just kind of like pauses without saying anything.
How dare you? How dare you disrespect his name? How dare you treat these children like absolute... How dare you? And her voice is like pitching through the roof. Like, the only person who has ever seen her this angry is Brock. That is it.
At this point, I will just grab her and just pull her back slowly.
He kind of like raises up his hands and goes, I recognize you.
You too?
He's still staring kind of like blankly and like, yes.
Then you know exactly how you should answer me. How dare you?
I suppose I should answer you by saying everyone on this floor has been mistaking me for a king and using my last name.
Damn it, that... She's just shaking her head like absolutely pissed, like she does not understand anymore, and it's just... Man, fuck this guy.
So why'd you hit me?
And she just kind of laughs at him, just absolutely disgusted. Did you not hear me? Throwing children into a dangerous whatever the fuck the parabola is? Absolutely.
Shanti, I
She
know what
stops.
the king is up to.
Oh fuck! Did I just slap somebody who didn't deserve to be slapped?
Which Elric are you?
That's clearly Elric. But
Is
he's
that
just
not
saying,
Elric?
what does it sound like?
You're gonna do different voices? Did
He's
I
just
slap
saying-
my fucking Oh my god.
He has the same voice as our Elric.
I didn't know
So,
you were... Which Elric
Elric,
is
which one
this?
are you?
he's just saying, everybody in this kingdom everybody in this office has been calling me king and using my last name.
She stares at him for a moment and just looks confused until it dawns on her, and she just covers her mouth and goes, I really
Wrong
need to get my eyes
Elric.
fixed. I am so sorry. Fuck. And she just looks embarrassed as hell and just, like, hides her face. Like, oh my god.
Brox just chuckles, looks to Elric, and just says, "That's because your other self is king. Also, he's an ass. That's why she slapped you."
Ah.
How are you here?
Good question. I should ask you the same thing, Cynade. No, wait, my bad. I fucked it up.
That's...
He doesn't say that. He says, I should ask you the same thing. He's trying not to use names in this area.
You fucker, Makeshift.
Hey, maybe we should take this to someplace more private. I don't want
I am
to-
very confused how you got here, weren't you just with the bird?
Yeah, and I'm confused with you too. Pretty sure that bird has the ability to teleport.
Oh my fucking god.
So,
And he starts walking up the stairs that are next
So
to the
you're
stairs.
saying the bird got you here?
He looks back down the stairs, and he's like, just follow me.
She's gonna follow Brock because she's just like, oh
I
god.
hate this place.
You and me both, motherfucker.
well, time to follow him.
So do you all follow him up the stairs?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Shanti's following Brock, man.
Alright. You all follow up the stairs, and he leads you up like 2 more flights of stairs. But the last one's this slightly more grandiose one. But it's not really like taking up everything, it's just like a staircase just to lead to one door.
Introducing him.
And then-
Oh my god.
As he like walks up that staircase and he like opens up the door at the top. It's not like a particularly impressive door, just kind of nicely made, wooden, ornate. Opens with a nice sound, and he walks through and just beckons all of you. He's like, all right, check out all this. And he walks in. As you enter, you all see what seems to be like this large bookcase sort of area. It looks like the walls are just lined with bookshelves.
Shanti's just standing in the corner, just absolutely mortified, so don't expect her to get excited over books right now.
Brock will just look around and be like, this was supposed to be a throne room.
Just tell us what the hell is going on.
Well, kind of hard to explain everything. But first, could you go get Morella? She's also in this building right now.
Somebody else tell him that we lost her.
No, somebody else. He knows Morella's in the. He said Morella's also in this building right now, and
Oh,
he meant as
great.
in like He meant as in, like, she's already here.
Yeah, I know she's already here. We don't know where.
Oh,
We don't
right.
know where she is.
I think it's the 5th floor? 5th floor. It should be a medical ward, I think.
Somebody else go get her, please.
He points down at the young Johnathan and says, Johnathan, could you go bring them there? And he looks
I
back
make-
at him, and I just paused waiting for a player to respond, and I forgot I'm controlling Johnathan. And he goes,
Can I make an insight check to see if that's actually our Elric?
Sure. I mean, this is like roleplay insight check, so I could just
Yeah.
say no, even if you get an at 20, but I don't know, it's up to you.
That's a 23.
23?
Yep.
I mean, that looks like Elric.
Okay.
Sounds like him.
I think I know what you're doing, and I still hate you.
I think I know what I'm doing too. So anyway,
You're the
he
motherfucker.
he says to Johnathan, could you go lead them down there? You might know the way better than I do. And Johnathan just nervously looks up at him and just goes, yeah, I'll do that. And he kind of like steps away shakily and just goes, just follow me, everybody. Down these stairs.
Don't like this. Shanti's still just absolutely mortified, just follows tiny Johnathan, saying nothing.
Okay, so you follow, and then he says to Cynade, and I need you to stay for something. I need to show you something.
Okay.
Oh, hell no. Yeah, I follow little Johnathan.
Alright, you follow
Very,
Johnathan.
very confused, but like shaking his hands, like I don't fucking know, and just follows.
Asm and Zendil, do you also follow?
Yes. Follow.
Alright. Zendil, you there?
I was mute the goddamn. Yeah, I follow.
Oh,
I was like, why isn't anyone? Oh, okay, that's fine.
Word. So you follow along as well?
Yeah, I follow.
Alright. And all of you exit, and you just kind of walk down the steps. Then Group A, I'm going to have be just Shanti, and the rest of the group is Group B. We'll get back to Group B in a moment.
Just me?
you mean Cynade?
Oh, Cynade, my bad.
There you go. I was like, what? I'm with them. Like,
And as you're all leaving, Elric kind of gives you like a warm smile and a wave. And now, as you're all kind of like stepping, and Cynade and Elric are listening to the sounds of the steps, and he hears them kind of get far enough away that he can't hear them anymore. The door to this room shuts on its own. Elric looks at you, Cynade, and that smile from before seems a little stiff, a little forced. And he says calmly as he crosses his hands, crosses his arms, I know you aren't item.
I fucking knew it! I fucking knew it!
What you are.
You motherfucker, makeshift!
That's why I took back him saying Cynade.
You motherfucker!
He did the same thing he did in session 3.
Oh, shit ass motherfucker! motherfucker! Continue.
You there, Mars?
I thought we were going to end there.
Do you want to do a few lines of dialogue? Actually, no, that is a good ending point right there.
We could do a few lines or whatever.
You
But yeah.
motherfucker! You absolute.
I wanted to in there.
Sad.
Word. Yeah, let's
I
end it
knew
on
where
him
this was
saying-
going.
Let's end it on him saying, he knows you're not Ayatin.
You
Yeah.
motherfucker.
He knows.
Not gonna
Makeshift,
lie,
you made
guys.
me thought she backhanded him!
Not gonna lie, guys. Literally during this session, like an hour ago, I thought of that, and I was like, wait, what if I do the same thing as session 3?
I hate you. You have lost PP privileges!
Oh, I thought you
No!
were gonna catch on sooner to the fact that he was pretending. So, I thought when he said, "Hey guys," and a
I
casual
caught on like
voice,
almost at the beginning.
you'd be like, "Oh, he's not doing anything grandiose or sitting around like a king. He's Elric in disguise." But no,
I
you saw
told you I wanted to smack this bitch. I'm just glad I smacked the
Yeah.
right one.
It worked out well. Anyway, that's going to be the end of the session.
Oh my god. What a session. Jesus Christ. Anyway, thank you for joining us for session 9, shit. Next week will be session 10. Holy crap, how are we at session 10 already?
Whew. Yeah.
How on earth did we get to that point? Okay, like we said at the beginning of this, we have a Halloween one-shot coming up on Monday night. We will be playing Vampire the Masquerade. We'll be playing sexy vampires and also a crazy vampire. So, yeah. And a himbo. So, come to the Halloween one-shot where we all play vampires and have a good time. And then immediately, right after... Mars, I already did it. Immediately the next day, on Tuesday, we will be having the bi-monthly villain campaign, Path of Destruction. If you guys know, I don't know, maybe you guys know this guy. He's kind of like a small little indie VTuber. I don't know. His name's like Dade, I think his name's Dade. He'll be joining us.
You mean Daddy?
No,
weird
he
that
is not
likes
Daddy. It was one time. Fuck. Fuck's sake.
Small dude that likes mustard. I don't know if you know him.
I don't know if you know. Anyway, but yeah, Tuesday we'll have the Path of Destruction, and then we're back again with Rise of Vestia on Saturday. So we got a whole week of streams coming up for you guys. I hope you're gonna enjoy it. Anyway, with that, we are going to go ahead and say a good night to all of you. Have a wonderful rest of your evening, and be safe. Adios.
Good night.
See you, everybody.
See ya.
See ya.